Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Hi, happy Sunday, everybody. Today is Sunday, January 24th.
24th.
24th. And it's warmer here than it was last week, huh?
Yes, and let's see, what happened this week?
Well, we're of course here in Florida. We've been doing the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. I wasn't there last night. I was there Monday. That's when I was there. On Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
So that happened this week.
Okay, Brandon says we're echoing a lot.
Uh-oh. I don't know.
Okay, does that sound better?
That was real.
Oh, Brandon said it was himself.
Oh.
Disregard that.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so I've mostly been here painting, and Matt's been getting stuff ready for Epcot, and they've been got all the pins out already. I'm trying to think of what's happened this week since the last Twitch. We were here last Sunday.
Oh yeah, the pins have been. But how is everybody?
What's happening in the rest of the world?
We have a very nice warm day here in Florida.
It is. It's going to be back up in the 80s this week.
But yes, let's see. So yeah, gosh, it seems like Monday was a long time ago, doesn't it?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
We've had so many. I've been so busy running around this week with different things. Yeah, it's been a crazier week than I thought it would be.
It is.
For
like
January.
January is going to be slower or something, but this January's been just insane.
You know, it wasn't until about 25 degrees where Chris is. Chris Lib 444. El Hurt says it's freezing here, and they're expecting snow, ice Monday and Tuesday. Glenda says it's wet and rainy in the Northeast.
I know some UK people got snow.
And Grinchy says it's in the teens.
Brr. Yeah, we can't complain too much here in Florida.
No, we can't. Freezing rain in southwest Indiana. Rain later.
Oh, freezing rain. I
That's
take
the
snow
worst.
over freezing rain, man.
Almost 60 today, says Angela, but she's up in in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, A.M. Weber.
Oh, thank you for the magic
17
night.
months in a row.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Wild Elf Fairy, 21 months in
awesome.
a row. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, last week at Epcot, I got a chance to film some of you.
Some of the people here?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And I do have that.
I saw you were filming stuff.
Yeah, and I went around. It's kind of like a day at Epcot or something. So I kind of show off the Festival of the Arts, and I.
Do you show rides and stuff, or is it just?
I don't really show rides so much, but
like in the World Showcase area.
Yeah, it's basically in the World Showcase. Kieran says it's cold in the UK. It's snowing.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Jasmine, now there's a cardinal out there.
Is there in the same fountain?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I actually have it from here. I have a really good view of our little fountain thing.
Yeah.
We just
not that little.
Jasmine and I were a little bit late to hop in here because we were looking at a tufted titmouse. It's a bird. It's not a mouse.
It's not a mouse.
And it's
not a mule.
Yeah. And it was doing that cute little thing where birds give themselves a bath. You know, they flutter their wings
in the water. It
was really adorable.
Tall fountain, and it has like a dish at the top. And
oh, thank you so much, Gadgets.
It's adorable. What was that?
Gadgets just subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And on my side, the screen, I see like little party. Confetti fall.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't understand all the hype stuff. It says hype train. Sub gift or use bits to get to the next level.
I have no
Everything's
idea.
like they try to make everything like a video game on here.
They kind of do, though.
Pineapple Princess says aloha, Jasmine, Matt, and everyone. Aloha. But later on, whenever it seems like a good time, I'll play that video.
Oh yes, please do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'd like we need a bathroom break or something like that. That'd be good.
Yeah, sure. Will do. In the meantime, Jasmine is working on a new piece, and it is titled Arsenic and Old Lace. It has sold.
Yes, this is the new painting that I'm starting today. Matt has just informed me that the original has already been sold, so I won't talk too much about that, but you guys can watch me paint it. And we'll have prints and stuff. I did finish, and I'll show you guys a little bit later this episode, I finished up the Clockwork Valentine Masquerade painting. That was the one that I was sketching out last Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah. Golly,
Yeah,
that was just last Sunday.
You have been a painting monster lately.
I have been a painting monster. When I have not been an Epcot monster, I've been painting monster.
Well, also I've been running a lot of errands and doing a lot of things, and I've been kind of out of your face.
You have been out of my face a lot this week.
And that kind of helps too.
It does. I do paint a lot.
I'm sure that people in the room who are creative types understand that a bit.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you need some of that time alone. Hey, Katie's in the room. Gosh, Katie, I thought you would just be goofing off in, are you at the Magic Kingdom today?
Oh, is she here in Florida?
Oh, yeah. Katie's been having a blast.
Oh, yeah, I remember she was, because I remember it was the weekend that we weren't going to be doing a signing.
Right.
Sorry, Katie.
Chris Libs 444 says, has Jasmine ever considered attending Comic-Cons as an artist guest? When things get back to normal, I can help make that happen if you would like.
Oh, all the time. I mean, I do Comic-Cons in general, or like Comic-Con San Diego specifically.
Sure, Chris Lib, feel free to...
Please contact us.
Yeah,
I definitely love doing that sort of thing.
I will put Jasmine's contact info in there.
Right
and
now,
she has been guests.
I have. Yeah, I've been guests at... well, there's Dragon Con. I'm often a guest there in Atlanta every year. Also, MegaCon here in Orlando.
It's not so much a guest, though, sweetie.
I've been a guest at Dragon Con several times.
You have been a guest at Dragon Con, but MegaCon we pretty much just attend.
That's true. MegaCon is my hometown show, so they don't like me. No, just kidding. I've not been. I've been a guest at FairyCon, a lot of fairy conventions, goth festivals, all UK stuff. I'm often a guest at those, I guess. But yes, please.
Yeah, feel free to contact us when things settle down.
Yeah, when things settle down, I'd love to.
We need to get back into that motion.
The
Epcot has been good practice.
Epcot has been very good practice, and it's been such a... Disney's really good at like all the social distancing and like crowd control stuff. I mean, that's kind of what they do anyways, you know? So it's a good place for us to get back into the swing of things at. But yes, this is a painting I have just started. It is called Arsenic and Old Lace. The title, of course, is cribbed from the play, which is great, wonderful play. But the painting is not an illustration of the play. I just like the title of it, and it does have sort of a poison theme. This is kind of the grumpy Valentine painting that I do. Usually I do a happy Valentine like I did last weekend. And this is a more grumpy Valentine. So it's going to have a little bit of a heart theme going on, but more of a darker one. So we've got Arsenic and Old Lace. I don't know if maybe that's their names. Like, I don't know which one would be which. I don't know. She's kind of lacy. We'll see. But this is a painting I'm just doing for myself. It's not one that will be for a specific show or gallery. So we'll have just prints and stuff up at Strangeling.com once
I'm digging this one a lot.
Yeah. I'm not very far along yet. The only people I think who would have seen this yet would be the I put a sketch up on the top level Patreon tier people last night. I think I was sketching this. I forgot. All the days blur together. I've been calling it Saturday like all day.
Yeah, I was like, Jasmine, it's Sunday.
I know.
She's like, Matt, I even know that you're setting up for Twitch and I keep calling it Saturday.
I know.
Thank you so much for the follow, DJ Code.
Oh, thank you very much.
But yes, so Jasmine, let's talk about the raffle.
Oh yes, we haven't talked about that yet.
Okay, so the cool thing about the raffles during the Epcot Festival of the Arts is, in addition to the normal prizes we'd give, typically it is the print of the week, the pin of the month for second prize.
Raffle. We do raffles on the hour every hour.
Yes, and then we do at the third hour, or the very end of the broadcast.
Yeah,
really.
Usually right before I sign off.
Right, we do a spinning wheel. And last week, April, I think, won April Gardenia, I think that was
Oh,
the name.
is that somebody?
They won the mystery pin pack.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I remember that. I wonder what was in it.
I still need to send it out.
Manny.
Yeah, I've been busy.
And
And, let's see. Where was I? So, in addition to that, we give away for each time, we give away a painting pixie pin.
Yes. Which
And
is
that
the...
is-
Hey, I should grab these. Hold on. They're over here. I thought they were. Yeah, they are. Sorry. You can keep talking.
Painting pixie pin and the Disney postcards that feature both of Jasmine's 2 pieces at Epcot, debuting at Epcot for Disney.
Yes.
They are, what are the titles, Jasmine?
Okay. Well, this one actually, for some reason, Disney just says Tiana, but her real title is Tiana's Magical Evening.
They're out of practice, too.
They are, man. Then we've got Artist Mickey, and these are, of course, the 2 of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts official Disney review debuts their postcards, but we bought some from Disney, and we are giving them away to you who might not be able to come to Epcot in person. And we've got Painting Pixie, who is the Epcot Festival pin from the Pop Gallery. Woo! So whoever gets the first prize gets this and the pin, and the print of the week, and whoever gets the second prize gets the pin of the
3
month,
pins.
and this, and then the last prize gets whatever prize, and all this too.
Artist Mickey is amazing, Angela.
Oh, Artist cute.
Imagine what he's gonna paint.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose he might have a little bit of that Walt Disney magic in him. I don't know. Or maybe he just, like, he could probably paint some friends and then hang out with them.
Yeah, maybe he's painting Tiana.
Thank you, Abre. Abre says, those are amazing.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are most certainly welcome.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, we had, Jasmine and I were lucky enough to, fit, like I said, we haven't spent much time together this week. We're lucky enough to fit in a walk, and it was a nice day.
It was lovely outside today.
And the squirrels were visiting with us.
Yes! Even though I didn't have anything to feed them, I usually do. I felt bad.
Well, they're really cute. They're
beg. Little beggars too. They'll like come up and be all fat and cute.
They are fat little squirrels, aren't they?
They are. And well, this time of year too, I mean, they don't hibernate really here in Florida, but they get a little fatter and a little shaggier.
They do. Fairy Bell says, I love Artist Mickey.
Thank you very much.
And Leela says, just letting you know, we ordered the Canvas Cuties and prints of the Black and White Swan for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's
cool.
A great idea. Oh yeah, I should show you guys. I've got we have the prints up for Black Swan and White Swan. Those are up on the website now. And we have, we don't yet have the prints of Clockwork Valentine Masquerade yet, but we'll be putting those up this week. But I'll show you guys how they turn out. Well, you guys some of you have already seen Black Swan and White Swan probably, and those are already up at Strangeling.com. But here is Clockwork Valentine Masquerade. And she turned out super cute. This is just the print of her. And the original painting on that one is sold, so she's already found a home. But we will have the prints and canvases up sometime this week. Have we sold any of the masterpieces on that one yet?
We sold all of them.
On the Valentines?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've contacted, if I've said, hey, if I've contacted you and said, hey, do you want a PayPal money request? That means you have one.
Oh, okay. So I guess the limited edition canvases, these are already sold.
Yes.
But we'll have the open edition ones and the glossy paper prints. And also Canvas Cuties, right? This is one that turns into a square.
Yeah, I believe that we looked at it and said, hey, that would make a great square. People love it.
Because I think Pop Gallery is going to do squares of them too.
Gadgets, Wink Wink says gorgeous. And Chris Lib says she's beautiful.
Ooh, yeah, she turned out really pretty.
Yeah, you've been painting up a storm, man.
Yeah, I've been busy.
But I'm really, this next piece, it's got that, that really thing that you do really well is that, some people will call creepy cute thing going on there. And what are these girls up to? I mean, there's
let's see. Well, this one here, can you see them both on the screen?
I can.
Okay. Yes. So they're kind of like, they're little things, kind of like little witches, kind of like little fairies. And this one here has got what looks like kind of like a perfume bottle or a love potion here. Like, it's gonna be a glass bottle, probably filled. I'll probably make it like that. Ooh, like that weird yellowy brown color green that that arsenic is, since the title is Arsenic in Old Lace. And then she, in the front, is holding a little skull with a little black widow spider on it. So I think they're probably going to poison somebody. Instead of being a love potion, if you look at it, the skull kind of shows up on front of the love potion bottle, but it turns into like a poison bottle. So this is the Grumpy Valentine's Day, because I usually do a more cheerful Valentine's Day painting each year. And this year it is her. And then a more grumpy one for those of you who don't especially like Valentine's Day or just like the painting.
So, would it be ominous if you give this gift here as a print to someone for Valentine's Day?
Probably. Like if I gave it to you, I'd be like, "Hey, Mandy, there's a black widow spider in there too."
Cool.
Yeah.
One time, remember that time we saw all those black widow spiders in Utah?
In Utah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We went to the bathroom. It was like an outhouse, and it had how many were there?
It was a den.
Yeah, there was
I don't know what's
probably,
a group
yeah.
of spiders called. I don't know.
A group? Yeah, usually you don't see a whole bunch of them at once.
It was tons. It was actually.
And they were all spread out. Like there was some right on the sink, like on the handle of the outhouse sink thing, and it's
they were
like
pretty
anywhere
nice
you wanted
bathrooms,
to
actually.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were covered with black widow spiders, little red hourglasses and everything.
It was. I remember that there was no electricity.
Yeah, because we could only see it with flashlights.
Right, and
you like look around and there'd be another black widow spider.
Leela loves the new Grumpy Valentine
Oh,
picture.
hey, thank ya.
Luna does as well, and Glenda loves the new painting. But the Black Widows were. I am not afraid of spiders per se, but the Black Widows were a bit intimidating.
Yeah, they'll hurt you.
Yeah, and a clutter of spiders. That's a good one, Range Angel.
Is that what
Rain Angel. A clutter of spiders.
Is that their suggestion, or is that what people call
I'm not sure. A clutter or cluster. Angela is confirming this.
Oh, I like that.
That is pretty cool.
That is really cool.
I like that. There you go, painting idea, Jasmine.
Yeah.
So if your house is cluttered, whoa.
Right. Well, if your house is cluttered, you might have spiders.
Fairy Bell says, "Ooh, Black Widows can bite." Yes, they can. They can indeed. They could really hurt you. So I remember it was where we grew up, Jasmine,
yes.
Kansas City. Everyone was always a brown recluse spider.
Yes.
They were always afraid of that.
And I've known multiple people who've had significant damage from them before.
Serenity said, "The post finally found my calendar. Only took 2 months."
Oh,
ain't that the way lately,
that
Serenity?
sounds like it's gonna be a calendar joke, but
the aha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's still January, right?
That's true.
Oh, Nigel says, "Loving your top that you're wearing."
Oh, thank you.
Your pretty
Thank
art
you.
piece.
Oh yeah.
So, Jasmine, what are you wearing there?
It's a little like mock turtleneck that has Van Gogh's Starry Night on it.
There
Keeps
you
my
go.
arms warm.
Very art themed, isn't it?
It is. I actually got it, and I was like, oh, I might wear this at the Epcot Festival if I need to cover up a bit more.
Yeah, Rain Angel says, "We had an infestation of brown recluse at one of our work sites once. No fun." And Leela says, "Stunning top." So
Thank
people
you.
are enjoying your
Thank you. Yeah, I got
yeah,
it.
your top, your shirt. I don't know what to call these
I
things.
don't know. Half my clothes are like kind of made out of pantyhose. I don't know.
And A-Brace probably saw in the slideshow a tattoo
Oh.
that was really cool. Yeah, I know I need to catch up a little bit on the slideshow too,
Mm-hmm.
and add a bunch more. But keep sending them in, guys.
Yes,
I'll
please
get
do.
them
We
on-
love seeing them. Matt will update those.
Yes, there are some really, really fantastic tattoos and just pictures of you guys with Jasmine,
Yeah,
pictures
some
of your
cool
collection,
tattoos.
your pins, just pictures of you happy with a piece of art.
Pictures from Epcot.
Yes, pictures from Epcot. And again, later, I'll show you that video. I worked...
Matt worked really
it's
hard on
the first
it.
time I've ever really done anything like this, and I worked
Yeah.
pretty hard at it. So be gentle with me if you judge it.
If you list it on IMDb, right? Rate and review people.
Angela says Starry Night is my favorite.
It's a good one.
And Val Fair says it reminds me of Starry Night.
Yeah.
There was a nest in our trash box, Elhurt says. She's talking to
of brown recluses.
Jajoki Mom says, Matt, you did a painting. No, I'm referring to a video, Jajoki Mom.
Oh, yeah.
That I did at Epcot.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of work into it, and hopefully you guys will
we wanted to try to show better sort of what the
I made it especially
like,
for
'cause
Twitch.
We talk about it a lot on Twitch, and not everybody's being there. It's like, what the heck is they talking about? Where people think, that people haven't even been to Disney World.
Leela says, got to send you some pictures, just get around to it. That's I remember there was years ago when I was a teenage boy at this church, there was this lady, and I said something when I get around to it, and I said this a few times, and she once gave me this little disc.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And
yes.
On it said TUIT,
yes.
And I was like, what is this? And she says, it's around to it. So now you don't have any excuses. And that made me so mad.
I bet that pissed you right off.
No, actually, I really liked the lady a lot. She was pretty cool.
I was going to say, I remember when I was little, Bradley had one of those that he would whip out whenever my cousin Brad. And he got his at the Kansas City Renaissance Festival.
Okay.
It's a little wooden disc.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Rain Angel says, sad we weren't there for the video. My wife and I saw y'all there a couple weeks ago. If I was smart, I would have filmed then.
We should have done it from the beginning.
Honestly, and I blame myself, but it was so cold.
It was.
The first couple of times that we went there, I didn't feel like... I felt like just shivering.
Yeah, it's like you take your fingers out to make your phone work, because your phone, like your touch screen won't work, and your fingers are cold.
Jasmine's hands are, as we're leaving the park, I hold Jasmine's hands. They are so cold from signing things.
Because I have to have my hand out for signing, yeah. And it's outside, and I can't go inside. That's what's funny. Because of the current rules, pandemic rules, I have to stay outside of the tent. So
yes.
No matter if it's raining.
You have so a little for you. You'll see it in the video too later.
Yeah.
But for just so you guys understand, Jasmine has a if you guys know what a stanchion is, that's kind of jargon.
Like a velvet rope.
A velvet, yeah, a kind of like.
But like more industrial.
Yes. So it's looks like a black piece of tape.
Uh-oh. They're coming for me, man.
They're coming for you, Jasmine.
Again. Yeah.
There's like this big black thing of tape.
They're coming for you too, man. Oh, that's an ambulance.
And two tables between Jasmine and the public.
And two big tables, like big patio tables.
Yeah, so she's got her own little corner, and I'm not allowed back there.
And Matt's not allowed behind the velvet rope. That's not my rule, but that's.
Leela says she has a coin with Sherlock Holmes on it and one with Sweeney Todd on it.
So, is it a coin that, like, you flip it?
I don't know.
Like, if you're trying to make a decision. Like, do I Sweeney Todd this one, or do I Sherlock Holmes this one?
Leela says it's beautiful music playing right now.
Aww.
Thank you. Fairy Bell says, can't Jasmine wear fingerless gloves?
I do, actually. I have, the jacket I bring has built-in, like, thumb holes, and it covers my hands. But... I have to unwrap I have to unwrap a lot of plastic and stuff. I can't, and there's rules about people aren't allowed to open things and all this stuff. So I have to do a lot of technical things with my hands the whole time. It's a little hard. It's okay. There's a lot more difficult jobs out there, folks. Don't worry about me.
Oh no, you love it.
I'm painting some fingerless gloves here.
Aha!
Oh my gosh, that's probably why I'm doing that. I gave it to them both.
Okay, I'm gonna tickle you later.
My life shows up in my painting.
That deserves a tickle.
Watch out, the other part's poisonous.
Oh, that doesn't deserve a tickle. But other than that, I'm trying to... There's something that happened this week that I wanted to mention on Twitch, and I can't think of what it is.
I made some ACEOs. I'll show those off a bit later.
Leela says that's a 50p piece she's talking about, and it's a part of her rare coins collection.
That's really cool.
Is that legal tender, Leela? I'm interested now. I was really happy about... I don't know when they started, maybe about 10 years ago, Jasmine, when our quarter started having different
Going all
states on them.
wacky. Yeah.
Yeah,
thought
I
that was
enjoyed
kinda
looking at
fun.
quarters now. I enjoy that art. I also enjoy making that weird shield out of all the British
the
money.
design in the UK, you take the
Yeah.
coins and line them all out. Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. I remember showing that to a British person. They didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, if you put
With
it
their
together, it
coins?
makes a weird shield.
Yeah.
So I thought about framing that.
I remember your mom was trying to collect one of each coin the first time she went to England with us.
We did it. Yeah, actually, we did it in 3 days.
Yeah.
I forget which piece she was missing. She thought she had it, but it was an
It was
older
her-
one.
Yeah, she had. Was it the
Well, I guess
it was
you
the
know
penny or the penny? Was it?
we get so much change there when we do a show that we probably
Yeah.
have several shields
Probably.
by the time
Well,
we're done.
coins are actually worth money there. Coins in America aren't worth very much money.
No.
I mean, we do have dollar coins, but they don't show up much. People just use them to entertain school children mostly, I think. I don't know.
Hey, Briar Rose. I like your name. I always think about. I mean, when we think of Briar Rose, we think, oh, that's a pretty name. You know,
Yeah.
that's Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a funny name because Briar, you wouldn't really think of that as a very sweet girl's name or anything like that.
Like a briar patch?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of pokey
Well,
and.
briar rose is a type of rose, isn't it? Ones that like grow
Is
in
it then?
ditches. Isn't it one that grows in ditches, or is that what you call, or is that like a feral one that's gone bastard or whatever?
Briar Rose is her real name. Oh wow!
That's lovely.
No way.
You know, I talked to somebody at Disney maybe a year or two ago that had two daughters, and they were Aurora and Briar Rose, and it was when I was at D23 and I did that Aurora painting.
That is so cool.
This isn't her, is it? Might be.
That is awesome.
That's
Well, then you know
beautiful.
the history behind it, Briar. I know the two ways I know Briar is from Briar Patch in Splash Mountain, and then
That's
there's
a restaurant
also
here, too.
Briar Rose,
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty. But that is neat. That is very cool. Now, is Briar Rose is her name from the original Grimm's,
Mhm.
correct? That is so cool.
And you could Briar
My name's Matt.
Rose. Yeah. My name's Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine is
That's a pretty
Jasmine's a
flower.
flower
I
also.
got them in mind, right?
Yeah, Matt is not the most interesting name.
No. I don't think anybody would argue that.
No, it's common.
It's vulgar. No, just kidding.
Vulgar.
It's real common. That's all it means.
Yeah, but no one thinks that. My mom named all three of the kids after plants. No way, Briar. What are your other I
Your
guess
siblings
yeah,
and your
a
mother's
brother and
maiden
sister?
name.
Or do you have two sisters or two brothers?
Siblings?
Jasmine's sisters are named Kachina,
Kachina.
which is kind of an interesting name.
It is. That's a
and also
Hopi
Amber.
name.
So they're kind of
Yeah.
naturey and also
Well, yeah,
Native
Hopi
American doll.
religion, yeah, they have their little spirits. No, the dolls are of the spirits.
That's true,
so you-
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kachinas, and then there are Kachina dolls.
Yeah.
Rowan.
Oh, Rowan's
And
a
Violet.
great name.
Rowan's a great name.
Robin's middle name is Rowan.
And Rowan's a boy. Like Rowan Atkinson.
So Rowan can be a girl's name. What about Rowan Mayfair?
No, in her
Oh.
family.
Oh, and her family.
brother,
I see. Yeah.
yes.
Well, the Robin I was talking about is a boy too.
Robin?
His middle name is Rowan.
Oh,
Like
I
tree-
see.
Yeah.
When I think of Rowan, I think of Rowan Atkinson or Rowan Mayfair from the Mayfair Witches.
They're spelled different.
They are. Chris Lib says she's Native American. What tribe? I'm Nipmuc.
Kachina is a Hopi name. But background-wise, actually Apache.
There you go. Tea Cakes 13, thank you so much
Thank you.
for the follow. Yeah, It's funny when I was going around, when we're doing the Epcot thing.
Yeah.
Again, you had always a really cool idea for country, Jasmine. Not to be confused with Native Americans, but India is such a big country.
Oh, the subcontinent.
Yeah, and I was like, it's amazing that it's not
Epcot
represented
would have
there.
India
But I guess it's kind of represented in Animal Kingdom.
It is, yeah. They could say that. They do have a large India section there too.
Yeah, so I guess it needs its own half of a park.
Yeah. India's got such distinctive architecture, which is something they focus on at Epcot. It's got really distinctive food, my goodness. And
yeah.
That would be lovely at Epcot.
So any of you guys that have been to Epcot, what country would you think it would just be the coolest thing if they included that one too? And don't think it's like it could be a small country or whatever. It's just kind of a fun idea.
Well, hell yeah, they've got Morocco. I mean, they've got
They do have
Norway.
Morocco.
Norway
Yeah.
isn't a huge country. I think they should have India. I think it's really obvious that they should do
Rain Angel says
Brazil would be clever.
Rain Angel says Africa is so small in Epcot, but larger in Animal. Now
it's a
Morocco
continent.
is part of Africa.
Is Africa.
That's called the Outpost, and that does have some things from. I'm not sure where those
have
crafters
artisans
are from.
The crafters, it depends who's there.
Okay.
They all come from different countries in Africa, and that will work in the crafting booth there.
Yeah. Jajoki Mom says New Zealand. That'd be kind of cool.
New Zealand would be neat. You know, New Zealand does sponsor during the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. They sponsor a kiosk there. They're the tourism department.
You know, it's funny
that sounds like it's going to be a Flight of the Conchords joke.
It does.
It's not.
It's funny that Jajoki Mom says New Zealand because I have met so many people on the college program that are from New Zealand.
Yes.
Because first you hear their accent, and to my American ears it sounds similar to Australian, and I can't really detect a big difference, but...
Don't tell anybody in Australia or New Zealand.
You know what? Every time someone says that, they never really care. I don't know.
Okay.
But I've met so many college... I'm not... Yeah, something's happening down the street.
Not exactly clean.
Let's see. So, yes, Africa needs better representation.
They do, because there's
in general,
a lot
but
of
there
cool
is,
countries.
but larger in Animal Kingdom. They've kind of,
but they do have Morocco.
definitely. Oh, and they have such good food in Animal Kingdom too.
Yes, that a lot of the restaurants at Disney that are the African/Indian fusion places are just spectacular.
Yeah, Fairy Bell says it's been years. Are Ireland and or Scotland? Those.
They're included in the.
They're
UK
included in the
pavilion.
UK pavilion.
Yes, they are because it's the UK in general.
More Scotland than Ireland, I would say.
Yeah, they don't have as well. Yeah, they definitely skew British and Scottish.
Katie has a funny
Always
comment.
screwing over that. Huh?
Katie has a funny comment.
No, what'd she say?
I don't know if I could handle another country drinking around the world
You're
by
right,
yourself as a
Katie,
task. Definitely
yeah.
easier when you have a partner. Oh my god, Katie, you did that. You did that by yourself.
Wow,
oh my gosh.
You are awesome, Katie. I love you.
Just as a thought, will Grumpy Valentine become a pin? Now, this isn't actually called Grumpy
No, it's
Valentine,
not.
Leela.
No,
It's called
it's,
Arsenic and
but
Old Lace.
It's called Arsenic and Old Lace, like the play, if you know the play. Just think of arsenic, ways that you poison people. Arsenic and Old Lace. It's gonna be kind of a old Victorian lacy haunted mansion, all this sort of vibe.
It's okay, Leela. I know what you're referring to.
We'll know what you mean. We'll know what you mean.
We know what you
But
mean.
if, for
Leela.
example, you were to call a gallery and say, "Do you have Jasmine's Grumpy Valentine?" They'll be like,
they might
"Actually,
know
we
what you
have
mean."
11 different Grumpy Valentines."
Yes.
Jasmine.
Actually, even the happy one's a little grumpy.
even the happy ones kind of. Yeah. And these grumpy ones look kind of happy.
So a couple people in the room said they love that play.
It's a great play, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another
There's
thing.
There's a movie version of it too with Jimmy Stewart in it.
Yeah, that's from the early 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
63.
Let's see. True Morocco, just like there are so many countries from Africa, too many countries from Africa to properly represent. It's like trying to represent all of Europe or something.
All the countries in Europe.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rain Angel.
And also, I would, nothing against Canada. I love Canada. But I think if we were not neighbors with Mexico and Canada, we wouldn't have necessarily included Canada as well as the United States because if you're
it's
talking
true,
about
but
the
Canada
whole
does
world,
have the
it
cool
tends to be
native
more
thing
similar
going on.
than-
With totem poles and stuff.
It does. It does have, and it has it has a lot of the French and and there's Victoria Gardens, and I mean they have all that stuff that they've represented at Epcot. I think Brazil would be an obvious one. I would say India. I mean, heck, 1 out of 4 people like live in India. You know, that would be a really obvious one.
So Chris says the play is great. We put it on 2 years ago.
Oh,
very cool.
Very, very cool.
Let's see, Jedi Master Nicole and Mary Kay. Hey, Mary Kay, are talking about your top. Is that a Van Gogh?
It is. It's an original Van Gogh.
Yes. Now, for you British folks in the room, that's often the pronunciation. We how we say, you would say Van Gogh.
Yeah.
We say Van Gogh here.
Van Gogh.
That's the way I learned it when I was a kid. I don't know how he would have said it, but
Cough.
what?
You kind of cough.
You just cough a little.
Yeah.
I wish they would expand on Canada, says Katie. So she quite enjoy her Canada.
No, I love Canada. No, I'm not talking crap on their pavilion. I'm just saying that if you're going to think of all the countries in the world, it's convenient that it's Mexico, America, Canada, and we're in North America. But we're in North America, so it makes sense.
Yes, and
Totally.
Switzerland, says Starwind.
They
think it'd be cool.
I would say they do already have Germany, France, and Italy. And although Switzerland obviously has a lot of unique attributes to it, but a lot of Swiss culture is probably summed up kind of in the German pavilion, kind of in the French one, and kind of in the Italian one, if you were to mix them all together. But there's cool stuff that's
and represented
Swiss
for
also.
Asia is
Japan
and
Japan
China.
And China. Korea would South Korea would be kind of interesting. I wonder if people would lump it too closely with Japan though, culturally, like pop culture wise.
What size? Leela wants to know what size is arsenic and old lace.
What is this? This is a 11 by 14.
It's an 11 by 14.
Yeah. So this one will probably have big prints and small prints of it. And for the masterpiece edition on this one, I would upsize that to a 16 by 20.
Yes.
So if anybody is interested in the masterpiece editions on this one, we have had an inquiry already. We have already. Okay. So if somebody's already inquired, y'all can. Okay. If anybody's interested in the masterpiece limited editions on these, sounds like those are selling now. So
yeah, kind of. I know it's we've been.
I love you all.
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
Thank
you
are making our
you make all this possible.
Very true.
Rain Angel says Russia.
Russia, that's the one I was going to mention. That would be a really obvious
Egypt
one,
would be
really
too
large.
cool.
Egypt would be cool.
That's almost too cool, Jajoki.
Yeah.
I'd love the Man, they could do so much with that. Oh my gosh, that'd be so
cool. Well, the thing is with Epcot, a lot of those are run by the tourism boards of the different countries, and they like to show more contemporary things. With Egypt, it would be hard not to want to include ancient Egypt, you know?
That's all I'd want to see.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about modern Egypt, honestly. Yeah. I know about ancient Egypt, and I know
a lot about ancient.
I love it. Greece would be cool in that regard too. Then
yes, Greece would be wonderful. Well, they always have a significant Greece pavilion temporarily during the Epcot the Food and Wine Festival.
Antarctica. That's
owned
cute, Bubba.
By all the
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about.
They used to.
Ice Station cool.
Ice Station cool, man. Cool. It had penguins.
Mummy rides would be fun. Going through a pyramid. Ooh, I'd love that.
I know. That's what I mean. And they have the think about Mexico. Yeah. They have ancient Mexico with the pyramid there. Yeah. Because they have that.
Mexico Pavilion rocks.
Mexico Pavilion is very cool at Epcot.
I've spent the greater part of a few hours in there, but it's because back in the day,
because I can't go inside.
Tequila. Ooh, Native American would be cool too.
Yes, you know what? I kind of wish the America Pavilion there, instead of being all like colonial and Declaration of Independence, like it was more had Native American outdoorsy type stuff too, not just all Benjamin Franklin-y. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jajoki Mom says no one knows about the ride in Mexico. You mean like they don't know it exists?
Yeah, I've known people who have been to Epcot and did not know that there are rides in that building.
Whoa. Okay, they have good food there too.
They have food there. They have multiple vegetarian options.
Of course, let's not ignore South America. I think you mentioned Brazil earlier.
Brazil would be an obvious
Brazil would be good also because I would say that that'd be cool. We'd get a lot of good input because we have a lot of Brazilian tourists come here.
Brazil, yeah.
I love the ride in Mexico too, Kelly, Sarah. The Three Caballeros, Rain Angel says. Yep. I liked it before the Three Caballeros and after.
I really liked it a lot before, but if they had to change it to something with characters, I'm about Donald Duck, and I'm about all the Americas being friends, so that's cool.
Let's see.
Walt Disney felt very strongly about that in a very good way. If you ever read about his ideas about Central and South America and tourism, it's interesting.
Chile would be cool.
Chile, yeah, they got somewhere like Patagonia, sort of Chile, Argentina. That would be kind of neat.
I really want to go down there sometime.
Yeah, if they had like Peru, they could sort of.
Peru would be great.
There's so much stuff you could include from South America, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, but I think
Russia would be cool. That would have the wonderful architecture. Huge country.
Well, America, and I mean, forgive me, guys, but I think it's not my favorite. It's my least favorite land because
Pavilion at Epcot.
It reminds me of homework.
Doing the pavilion Epcot.
The pavilion,
not like the country in general.
No, I live here, but
yeah. No, exactly. That's what I was saying. Instead of being all Benjamin Franklin and Declaration of Independence stuff,
I feel like
colonial architecture.
I feel like I'm at school when I'm there.
It is, but you know what? If anything, I think that pavilion is kind of aimed more at. Disney World has such an international set of people who visit it. It's more aimed at people who are visiting America to learn about it. As opposed to people who already live here.
Hey, Scarlett said, here's a Disney secret. There was supposed to be a ride in Germany pavilion. I forgot the real reason why they never built it, but they have the space/building for it backstage.
Yes, that is true.
I saw a ton of Jasmine and Jasmine's a guest there, so
fancy. No.
So we can go through a weird way.
We go through weird ways where we're not allowed
There's
to
a lot of space back there.
Yes, there's a... Oh my gosh, we walked in a place that everybody can walk through, technically. Past the French Pavilion now, you can go see where Ratatouille is kind of laid out. Where you can see where it's going to be, where the Ratatouille ride is. I think that's cool.
So, Sassy says, I heard at one time Disney Epcot that in order to build a new land, that country has to buy into Disney because the country supports for the area and the park with people, food, and crafts.
There is a sort of truth to that, and you'll see it with a few of the pavilions that are actually run by the tourism boards of their countries. And in that instance, they are a sponsor, and that's kind of like having an independent contractor on property at Disney. But then several are actually just owned and run by Disney. So also, they can add as many lands as they want, and not all of them are sponsored by their countries.
Skidovia says...
But there is definite truth behind that. What's that?
Skidovidia. Sorry about that. Iguazu Falls from South America would be cool.
Yes, that would be lovely.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that.
And if they would do, they could do just Southern Africa in general and have something like Zimbabwe and Zambia together. They could have Victoria Falls. And they could have a Zambezi River ride.
Oh.
Because that's the border between the two, is the actual Zambezi River.
That's a reference to something kind of, I'll get to that in a second. Tiffbug says, hey, Jasmine, do you know when you will start working on Hyacinth Blue again? I love that one. Can't wait to see it finished.
Yes. I will be working on that probably... it's funny because I've worked on it but I haven't shown you guys. That is one that has come... It's not going to be made into prints and stuff until it comes out at my show at the Corey Helford Gallery in January of 2022. So it's not one I've been working on really fast because I know I can't have prints of it or anything until next year. But I probably will be working on her soon. I might do her as a crowd cast sometime when I just paint and don't really talk much. But I'll definitely keep you guys posted. What was I going to say? Something really interesting. Was it about Epcot?
So Katie says, does everybody else get carded every time they try to get a beer?
Yeah.
At Epcot or Disney?
I haven't gotten able to buy anything at Epcot during the COVID stuff, but previously at Disney, I have very frequently.
You know who are
carded.
sticklers for that?
They are very careful about
AMC.
that. Oh my gosh,
the movie theater. If
I've gotten carded every time I've ever bought a drink at the movie
Katie,
theater.
if you go to that movie theater,
is old enough to buy beer.
They will card you. I've seen them card very obviously elderly people.
I've had them card my parents before.
Yeah, they're not very obviously elderly, but
they're not.
They're over 21.
My parents and I'm in my 40s, so you know.
Bubba says, "Can the employees at the countries claim diplomatic immunity?"
Some of them.
Can you run into it like a sanctuary? Like it's a
sanctuary. This is American soil. Like it's an embassy.
That would be awesome if they were actually like Canadian soil, UK soil, French soil.
It would be funny if Disney just like announced that. I wonder if anybody would go against it. They have sort of a quasi-governmental feel sometimes.
Wearing a mask makes it. Actually, Katie, I've been carded so much more now that I wear a mask.
Yes, the only time I when I bought that can of wine once, not at Disney, but it was at a gas station, and they made me take my mask off so they could see my picture. And it's like the first time I went out and bought anything.
Jajoki says they were in France for hours once and drank so long they stopped carding us. Did you keep getting Kurs?
Kure Royale.
Oh, you can get. I wonder if like Jasmine was saying, we haven't really bought much or done much. Pretty much in and out.
I'm not supposed to eat or drink nothing when I'm there.
Yeah. But I remember enjoying those Kure Royales at that little stand in France. I really like that stand. Katie says I need for Disney to get that 21 bracelet like the height bracelets.
Yes, that would be good if they do that, like how you're at a festival.
They used to do something like that
at Disney Springs.
Disney Springs. I never ever once.
When they had Pleasure Island.
I think I might. Maybe I'd do it now or something. But I remember when we first moved here, they still had those
the nightclubs.
Yes. But I never. And you had to wear a special band or like pay extra to go.
It was like you paid cover for like 6 clubs at once. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember even working at Rainforest Cafe down there, and I still hadn't went to the clubs. So if you can't get me into a Disney club, maybe I'm not much of a club guy. Jasmine the Tufted Titmouse is.
Is he back really?
Yep.
I love
He's doing his little. Yeah, that's so sweet. I wish I could just pop video right on there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rain Angel says they could just attach it to your account and they could scan your Magic Band.
That's very true. I was gonna say, yeah, Disney has the flare they make you wear, and the Magic Bands would be really good for explaining that you're already of majority.
Very true.
Or not. You know what people like having decorative ones. I was gonna say they could make ones different colors if you're a minor, but then it's like, that's so boring. No.
So we're about 10 minutes out till the raffle. Again, Jasmine, can you show them the print of the week and what else they'd win?
I'll show them what you will win.
Basically, it's like a whole package.
Let's see. Where's my Trilobites?
I don't know.
Did I show Trilobites yet?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I did do.
Oh.
I don't think I showed people what the print was for the print of the week. Did I?
The print of the week? And Jasmine, explain what Trilobites are, too.
Oh, do you have 2 hours? Okay.
I have a Trilobite.
Here's one. Ha! I'm wily. Okay. Yeah, the print of the week is Trilobites. It is a painting of a girl with some Trilobites. Trilobites are one of my favorite animals. Sadly, they have been prehistorically extinct for 80 million years? Very long time. But they often are fossils, and often are super neat fossils. This one's name's fun. I have a lot of Trilobites. I have some that are 14, 18 inches in size. But anyways, they're kind of like a wonderful,
I'm looking at one, it's huge.
Giant isopod that used to live in prehistoric waters prior to and possibly with other marine reptiles, dinosaurs, etc. And I like to paint them. So this is one called Trilobites. I'll autograph it. It's a print of the week up at Strangeling.com. You don't get this guy. This guy's one. But you'll get that. You will get the Epcot little package that we're giving away to everybody of stuff we bought from Disney World. We've got Tiana and Mickey, which are the official Disney postcards, and I will autograph those for you as well. And I've got Painting Pixie, who is the pin that we have from the Pop Gallery at Epcot. Is the Epcot International Festival of the Arts exclusive pin, and I will autograph that for you.
Oh, we are getting rated.
Oh, wonderful. So those of you who aren't able to attend Epcot in person will still get the Epcot goodies, and we'll be giving those away in just about 8 minutes. If you're new to the channel, hi everybody, I'm Jasmine, and I am painting, and we're getting ready to do a giveaway. Is it too late for people to enter, or can they still enter if they follow me?
Yes, it just requires follow and enter into the raffle.
You don't have any money, just put the little heart thing.
Yep.
Love you. And then you get
Exclamation raffle.
Exclamation point raffle.
I think this will make me join, but...
It will make you join.
That is the command.
Well, if you win, we'll always do it again, right?
Yeah, I'm not
You're not gonna claim my Epcot prize.
But yeah, so basically, Jasmine just mentioned the print of the week that we have up on our website, Strangeling.com. The 2 Disney prints, we have Tiana, and Artist Mickey, who's a sweetie, and Painting Pixie, which is also related to Epcot.
Which is the pin that we have at Epcot.
It is.
And these, of course, are official Disney merchandise. If you are at Epcot at Disney World, you can buy these. Or you can also buy them from your www.store.net. We sometimes post links to that, too.
Oh, Leela says she's still looking for that, little toad with a plow.
Oh, yes, no kidding.
Hey, speaking of
toads...
toads...
I should show my other toad.
Oh, well, it might confuse people. They might think it's part of the raffle.
It's unrelated, yes. It is a Disney thing that is not a Jasmine thing.
If you guys remember last week, Amazon dropped a package and it had that cute little toad with the card. Well, Jasmine got her other toad that I ordered her in
surprise toad.
That our friend Bobby Bloom.
Thank you, Bobby.
She's not.
For
I don't think she. I don't think know if she watches us here on Twitch.
I have no idea.
But if you're out there, Bobby, thank you so much for mentioning those, because Jasmine's a huge Mr. Toad fan, and thank you so much, Chris, for the subscription.
Thank you very much.
And with that subscription, if you want to show it off, you can get your little Jasmine neat scavengers. It's it's nice and a little bit creepy.
It is.
That's one of her
socially distancing. Oh wait,
before it was a thing. Before it was cool.
A thing, yeah.
I love Jasmine's pigtails. It's a great look, and it matches her personality.
Thank you.
I think they're
cute
too.
It works really good when I don't want to get paint in my hair. Sometimes I do. Don't mind if I.
Do you like painting owls? Serenity asks.
I love painting owls.
Yeah. Actually, she has a whole series with a character that is an owly girl.
Yeah, who has friends.
Her name's Owlin.
Owlin. I also have done a whole series of little figurines with fairies and owls in the fairies' wings match the owls' wings for different breeds of owls: snow owls, great horned owls, barn owl.
So ASA Art 21 says, "Okay, I'm loving this piece. I now must sub so I can get the emote."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I was showing Jasmine. I have an iPhone, and since I watch Twitch sometimes on my iPhone. What is up? Now
I don't know, dude. I hope everybody's okay.
I think our
is there a fire?
Matt, you know who ASA Art is, right? I'm not sure.
Are they somebody famous?
I don't know. I apologize.
Sorry, I'm not in the chat room, so I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
It's Alex. Oh, okay.
Alex? Wait, which Alex?
It's our Alex.
Our Florida Alex
our
or
Florida
Washington Alex? Oh, okay, sorry.
Matt always forgets my username.
Alexes. Okay, Alex, our tattoo friend.
There's like a million of you guys.
Our artist friend.
See, okay, I'm going to type something here.
Uh-oh, is it rude?
No.
Oh.
And I'll show you why no one forgets mine, because it says my name.
Well, not everybody wants everybody to know their first and last
That's
name.
The thing is, I will always be Matthew Beckett. Matthew Beckett.
Well, you don't ever have any reason to pretend to be anything you're not, or try to be private. No, I mean, or try to be.
What are you hiding, Alex?
Yeah.
Ah.
You're gonna.
Alex-
when Alex
Alex,
comes to my booth at
we had
like
some-
MegaCon,
we had some
you
yummy
and Matt,
pho.
like crack up. You guys make rude jokes though.
He makes more rude jokes than I do. I just
Okay.
laugh at them
Oh, okay.
because I'm on.
You're an
because
enabler.
I'm an enabler, but I have to tone it down a little bit.
That's true. Not a Dragon Con.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little
It's
bit
not
more.
Epcot.
It's not Epcot. You're right. Well, AS are his initials.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes,
That's true.
That's very good. When you've been saying it out loud to me, I thought you were saying as art, like with a Z, like Arizona.
And you know what?
art.
And when I said our Alex, you totally could have thought I
And
meant
I said Washington
our
Alex
friend
or
Alex from-
Florida
yes.
Alex. Yes, because I have two.
this is true.
Alexes.
Matt
yes.
is a professional. Yes, a
Mm.
professional. What? That
Professional?
remains to be seen. I don't know. There's a lot of jokes in there.
There are.
But yes, Alex is our local friend. He's done Jasmine
He's done
tattoos.
some magnificent Jasmine tattoos. In fact, on his wife has
Yes.
one on her back. She has my poppy fairy that Alex did on her back, and it is just absolutely amazing.
I am very, very quick to forget someone's Twitch name. You have to forgive me there. It's
also,
a skill
some
I don't
people
have.
apparently change theirs all the time.
Yep. And then that's why I guess a lot of social media is good. On social media, the Facebook people tend to be their name.
Yeah.
So that's why
true.
I like it. Because I'm just, I'm kind of dumb as far as that goes.
Yeah. Well, my name is too long to fit on things. Like, even on YouTube, it wouldn't let me get Jasmine Becket-Griffith. It cut me off at Beckett. So I'm just Jasmine Becket
I
on
do
YouTube.
need a name
But on
cheat for
Twitch, I'm
Twitch.
Jasmine Becket-Griffith. What's that, baby?
Angela says I need a name cheat for Twitch.
Is that an app? Or is that just, like, a thing?
Purple Daisy says I'm the one you heckle on Facebook for posting terrible puns, dad jokes, and memes.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, did I? Then
Hey,
Purple
I
Daisy,
love
did I tell you
puns.
about? Did I respond to you once with carpal tunnel syndrome?
Oh my god. You are so proud of that pun.
The thing is, I usually say,
it came up at a
when,
good time.
Purple
Yeah.
Daisy said yes, I loved it. Now, Jasmine, was that not off the cuff
It
immediately?
was off the cuff,
I-
and it worked when it worked.
It was like boom!
very
I just made it up
impressive.
on the spot.
Yes.
So yes. Fairy Bell says my name is long like yours.
Yeah, my name is just too long to fit into
I love
so many
dad.
things.
That ain't a dad joke. That's beyond a dad. I'm not a dad. Oh,
I don't know. I hear dad joke, and I think about jokes my dad.
dad
might
jokes
tell.
are funny. I like a lot of.
Does my dad tell dad
Your
jokes?
dad likes dad jokes though,
Yeah, that's true.
because they're usually a wee bit of wit in there.
That's
okay.
very true.
Let's pick that winner, and I'll shut up.
Oh wait, no, I was gonna gesture at the prize field, but that's not for another. Like,
All
2
right.
hours. Who's gonna win all the prizes? Win the prizes from Disney World and a pin and some trilobites. Where did that go? Oh, here's the trilobites.
Oh,
Also, if you do not
Streamlabs is being a pain.
If you do not win the Trilobite print, it is the print of the week up at Strangeling.com. Is it already the print of the week up there, or does it start tomorrow?
It's
now.
already.
It's already? Okay.
Yeah.
So the print of the week is at Strangeling.com, and that's when we make a print that will be signed by me on the back. Autograph that is on sale for the week for only, is it $11.99? That's awesome. And we ship worldwide. You do have to pay shipping because we have to pay shipping, but $11.99 is not bad for a piece of signed artwork, especially filled with bugs.
Kalira Faye.
Oh, congratulations, Clara Faye! You get all this stuff. Thank you.
Kalira Faye.
And then whoever wins next gets these, and then they got the swan pins. Is that what?
The swan pins, the painting pixie pins, and those awesome Disney postcards.
Cow. I should watch
And
this.
I'm
Okay.
so
the next-
awesome, Kalira Faye. You send me that info, and
Yeah,
I am
Matt's
going to
asking
start
for
the new.
info, and we'll send it to you.
I'm going to start the
prizes
new
for
raffle.
the next one.
And this one is the one Jasmine just mentioned, and I'm starting that giveaway now.
Yes.
Go for it, guys.
Yes. And these, of course, I think I showed these off earlier, are our current January pins of the month. Usually we do 1 pin each month, but for January we like to do 2 to start the year off, right? So we got Black Swan and White Swan, little sisters. And these are, of course, if you are a Patreon pin collector, you will be getting these if you have not already. They'll be coming automatically in the mail. Most of you probably have them, I think. I don't know. And then you'll get these and the Epcot pin from Pop Gallery. I'll also sign the little backing board thingies for the pins.
Yep.
Because why not? If I have it here, I'll sign my name on anything.
Yeah.
I actually kind of have to run to the bathroom real quick. You want to run that video that you're talking
Oh, yeah. Since you guys are like enjoying the raffle there, entry, I'm gonna go ahead and play that Epcot video.
Yeah, I'll be back in just a minute.
And it'll just take me a second to set it up here, and you guys will see what it's like at Epcot. Pause that. Turn off my audio. Alrighty, we are back. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you guys liked it.
The video? Cool.
Yes.
I heard the jaunty music from it.
Yeah, that is a fun little thing.
Should
I
do that for our other shows.
I bought the rights to using that song.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Wow. We support living artists. That is awesome. Thank you.
I always do that.
Especially for musicians. Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, I'm happy you enjoy that. Yes, I will. Girl in the Mitten said, "Hey, Matt, you should make videos like this for the shows." Yes, even more so. I'd like to do a little tiny interviews.
Yeah.
So you guys can kind of be a part of it.
Well,
and if you do not want to, if you don't
you
want to,
don't ever have to participate.
You know, I kind of basically
no, I hate. Yeah.
Right. I don't like to put people on
the spot.
On there. Let's see.
No, just tell them to knock off.
This is up to Jasmine. Awesome video. Can you post it so we can share it to our pages? Jasmine, that's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I guess look at Jasmine's social media sometime soon, and we'll have that up there. But
yeah, you know what? I actually, I'll probably put it on Patreon.
And I believe I've sent that to you, right, Jasmine?
I think so. I think you sent it.
If you need it again, just let me know.
I can post it. I'm sometimes not super tech savvy, but I'll do my best.
Okay, but they wanted to share it specifically. Would you be able to do that from Patreon?
Oh, share it where? Like on Facebook?
They just want maybe Facebook or something. Yeah. Okay, it's up to you, sweetie.
Sure.
However you want to do it. But yeah. So I thought that hey, I know a lot of people. One of the reasons we're giving away these Disney prizes are because you guys, a lot of people can't be there. At Epcot. So I thought, hey, what would people like to see? And I just thought that would be kind of cool. So I took a trip around and
was that like when I was signing stuff?
Yeah, I did that. Believe it or not, that's all in 2-hour block. And it got dark that quickly.
Well, it's the time I'm there, it's like spans when it's the sun going down. Because when I get there, it'll be warm and sunny, and then when I leave, it's nighttime.
Yes, and
but yeah, you should do that
chilly.
For like Dragon Con, or think about like going to one of Karen's events, like Glastonbury or like
Absolutely.
Or something.
Because what I would do there, if we're in Glastonbury, I'd also feature the town.
Yes, yeah, you could show the town.
Yeah, I've got a GoPro
like,
also.
Part of the concerts and stuff.
Yeah, I could do my GoPro and. You know, I was thinking, you know, just sometimes we have little vacations, we used to go to neat places.
We will again. Don't worry, people.
And sometimes you bring your sketch.
Oh yeah,
and you know
that's true. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, just little things that we could share here with our friends on Twitch, because watching Twitch is I want to kind of make it special, different than
also,
other things.
I have a lot of friends and family who this is how they see me.
This is how we see each other now.
Yeah, like my relatives and stuff. Yeah.
I would love to see the ambience of each place you guys do show at.
Yeah.
I agree, Ashley. That would
be
cool.
awesome.
Heck, you show up to a couple of them, don't you?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, MegaCon would definitely be one. I will actually set up now at a booth. I'm going to set up a tripod with a camera where I can interview people.
Booth. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh, you should do something phenomenal for the Ren Fair.
Yeah, Jeanette says that Glastonbury was so much fun.
Oh,
it will be fun again.
It will
be fun.
I know, Karen.
Ren Fair, definitely the Ren Fair.
Opening as soon as possible. Yes, the Ren Fair would be great fun.
Yeah, the Ren Fair actually.
You can make a whole promotional video for that.
Yeah.
Musical acts. I know a lot of people there.
Yes. And again, I think the Ren Fair, all that is okay to film.
Yes.
I think you're okay.
And I'm an owner, so
that's true.
You know.
I loved how Jasmine lit up so much every time she saw you filming her. It warms my heart.
Well, it's like I'm there and I'm like, oh, there's Mandy walking by with a camera.
Leela says Glastonbury and Whitby are so cool.
They are. And the towns themselves are just stunning, and it would be great if you could really kind of show, like, you know, the dramatic cliffs and Arthurian ruins. I mean, there's all sorts of ridiculously cool stuff.
Oh, it's too cool.
Even Dragon Con, like, going to Atlanta, you could even, like, show off, because everybody often, there's even a Dragon Con night at, like, the aquarium, and, you know, that.
Yes, and Tintagel, says Leela.
Tintagel, absolutely beautiful place.
Yeah, those are good times. It could show our time a little. The thing is, what I would do probably with that is maybe a little bit of. It depends on how much Jasmine wants to. A little bit of the what you call in Disney. Just because we used to work there, backstage stuff.
Yes. Yeah, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes is another way to say it. So you could see like Jasmine and I are in London for a little bit,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing this for a
Yeah,
little
we could
bit.
show our London flat event.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Sure.
fun.
But yeah,
I'm
it's,
happy you were willing to do that because I have like zero patience for that sort of stuff, like making videos and things.
Oh, I thought it was
No, I mean, I
actually
like
one
doing
of
that,
the
but
more
I'm
fun
always like,
projects I've worked
I
on
want to go
lately.
paint something, or I want to do something else. And you actually enjoy doing that stuff, so hey.
Hey, maybe gosh, I wonder if like at the Ren Fair, I could get permission from one of the musicians
That's
if they
what
sell
I
a
was saying.
CD.
That's the first thing I said. I
Yeah,
was like,
that'd be
hey,
pretty
I bet you
cool,
could
and I
get
could
some
just do it to
music
that.
from some of the folks there. You know, I mean,
Totally.
I have a couple family members who've been musicians.
But yeah, so very, very cool. I'm glad you guys liked it. So back to painting. Enough about video stuff.
Yeah, let's see. I haven't done a whole lot since I've been working on it nonstop. But what I did last night was the sketch, and that's why when I showed it off to the top secret people Patreon, it was just the sketch of it. So far, what I've done now since we've been here, I've been taking a kind of a gray neutral color that I've mixed with Titan buff. Naples yellow, a bit of Payne's gray, a little bit of Van Dyke brown umber, and I've been adding sequentially lighter tones as I'm working towards the viewer. So that's going to make it look a little bit more three-dimensional. So it's basic kind of shading, and this is the underpainting. Really, I haven't added any colors in it yet, but I will be doing so transparently on top of my more opaque underpainting. I might start adding in some colors a little bit after I've modeled their flesh a bit more, so I myself will have a better idea of the palette and which areas are going to be dark, which areas are going to be light. I really want to highlight the idea of the skull kind of going in front of where you'd see the little hearts on the potion, so it looks like kind of like a poison bottle more. And I want to really make it look like the Black Widow spider is closer than the background there, so I'll probably be reserving my use of the darkest black tones. I usually make my own black out of Dioxazine Purple, Van Dyke Brown, maybe Phthalo Turquoise, and I'll put that, one of the last things I do will be the spider, and that will look like he's kind of in front of other stuff. It'll look cool, I promise.
So you've got your own multi-plane camera going
yes,
on there.
Exactly. No, I mean, it's funny, you were talking about, I think, was it Heather had posted on her Facebook talking about people who started off in the animation field who went into fantasy illustration?
Yeah, I saw that on Heather Hitchman's Facebook today.
Facebook, yeah, and you were asking me about that right before we started on Twitch. And I think about the multi-plane camera technique used in old cell animation, like from the old mill, the old Disney ones and things. I think about that a lot when I paint, almost like one would think of a foreground, middle ground, background. I think about it more like having an animation cell in a distance or in a paper theater with a mural or something in the background.
I think it's funny that you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not a painter, I think in terms of paper theater too. Just that's how I think about things.
Layers.
Yeah, I suppose it's because I have
too.
predator eyes.
You what?
I have predator eyes, as we omnivores do.
Oh, yeah.
Forward-facing.
Oh, I see.
Eyes
Your
that,
depth perception.
Yes, my depth perception. But yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, I remember enjoying, like setting things up as a kid and like just moving my head back and forth and seeing them move at different rates.
Like when you're in a car looking out the window and there's like a piece of lint on it and you make it hop over the telephone lines and shit. Yeah, I remember that stuff. I remember that. So. I've done so good at not cussing at Disney. You would be amazed.
Did you do a good job?
I did a good job. Thank you.
Yes.
Tell me I'm good.
You are good. You know what we need? I was gonna say
take Rio.
We need to grab one of the cats.
Oh, can you grab Rio?
You guys, I can't grab Rio.
I can grab Rio.
You can try. She's behind the pillow, I think.
What's that?
I think she's behind the pillow.
Like, are you saying I can't get her because she's behind the
No,
pillow?
I'm telling you where she is.
Oh.
She is behind the pillow. I think.
Are you saying I should grab her? I'll
Sure,
grab her.
if you're able
Sure,
to.
I'm gonna put my palette out of the way. I don't want Rio fur in it. Her fur is crazy.
Be
I don't
careful.
know why. She's not any fluffier than the others, but she sheds like crazy.
Leela says, when I rearrange things, I look at things from different angles. Yeah, me too. It's fun. They say if you ever feel like you're in a slump, or you're kind of feeling down, do you rearrange all your furniture, and it kind of gives you a new lease on life.
Yes. Look out, my baby. See, I told you I can always get her.
Okay, well, this is special.
This is special. A rare Rio. Take Rio. It's okay, baby. It's okay, you poor little scared little thing. Oh, baby. Well, there we go.
This is Rio.
Yes, Rio.
Oh my gosh.
God.
With your ears back and
she
your
opened
raccoon
my
tail. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, she's so pretty, but ow.
Did she get you?
Oh, I'm covered with cat fur. Yeah, she bunny kicked me on the inside of my arm.
Oh.
I got bleeding. I'm gonna get blood on my nose.
Bunny kick means...
Bunny kicks when she takes her hind leg and...
We call it bunny kick.
10 times fast.
I don't know if that's common or not.
I don't know. But, I would always call it bunny kicking, like if a kitty cat's holding it and they're kicking like a bunny, like with her hind leg.
She is a...
Hi, Rio.
She is a kitty that we love very much, and we talk to her all the time when we praise her, but she doesn't like to be held.
She doesn't like to be picked
She was very
up.
traumatized as a kitten.
She was a rescue.
And she was like, we got her, and she was pretty much like an adolescent at that point, right?
She was feral for
Yeah, and she was just a wild kitty.
6 months she
And,
lived in our bathtub.
I mean, we've
In our
treated her
bathtub.
incredibly gently forever, and she's still like that.
But you know what? She
Yeah.
sleeps on me more often than not. She comes up in the middle of the night. If my arms are under a blanket, I can't have my arms out. She'll come in. She'll sleep right here, like on my
Yeah,
armpit.
she likes it when we're basically all you would see would be a head.
Yes.
That
And
makes
then
her the
she'll come lay
happiest.
on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Gamera, on the other hand, and Sunshine will be in my face. Gamera, literally, and you guys think we're joking, she will try to bite my nose every morning.
Every morning.
Every single morning. It's not, that's
Every
what
morning.
she does. She comes in and she bites my nose.
Me too.
So, Abray says, I have a mama
My nose.
and kitten at home who is less than a week old. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
Oh, I love kittens and mama.
Jay Norris says, my cats do that sometimes.
Rio will...
Love bite. It's I don't know what it is.
She's special.
She is actually she is a very I think that she has
She has some
challenges.
disability.
She
she's
does.
A special
Something's
needs cat.
something's not quite. Just my experience with a ton of cats. She's an outlier.
Well, she can't see well.
Yeah.
She's cross-eyed, and most cross-eyed kitties can see fine, but Gamera is not one of those cats. You can't tell. She doesn't know what's going on half the time.
She doesn't
but
really have a
she's
clue.
Sweetie, and when she gets cozy, it's one of the coziest things I've ever.
She's
felt.
but she is remarkably loving. It's a
And
love
she's-
bite in a way that she still
Yes,
loves
but
us,
she'll
but it's
bite in
not
a way
that
that
sort of.
like doesn't want to let go and is just frothing and getting infected and stuff. It's not nice kitties going. It's not like that.
Oh yeah, I've sometimes I'll have to find alcohol or
Camera
hydrogen
drives you to
peroxide
drink.
and clean it out with antibacterial
Yeah. Oh yeah,
soap.
Bactine or
Because they're
iodine,
cats.
Yeah.
They're a clean animal, but it's because they clean themselves with their
Cat's
mouth.
mouths are one of the cats and Komodo dragons have two of the
Baboons.
most baboons.
Baboons
are
as well.
Those are the top 3 most poisonous mouths after humans or something.
Yeah, if you've ever seen video of a baboon and they do a big smile and they open their mouth, those Mandarin type baboons,
Oh yeah.
they have just massive fangs.
The ones I've seen like throughout South Africa and Zimbabwe, those baboons that run around like doggies with their babies on their backs, they are so cute, but they are terrifying.
Oh yeah, they're super smart too.
Yes, oh gosh, yes. All the parking lots, like at a mall or anything, it's like they'll have a sign warning you about the baboons in the parking lot, even though it's like outside a
It's like they
nice
have their own
restaurant or
agenda.
something. What's that?
It's like they have their own agenda.
Darn those baboons.
But yeah, some of my I love that you guys probably seen it. There's memes and little animated gifs where there's baboons that there's like a baboon and he's talking on the phone, or he sees laptop,
and he beats the crap out of the typewriter.
Yes,
You know that?
and it just makes me happy.
That's
one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
That's how baboons are.
Well, I'm really enjoying baboons lately.
You've been sending me a lot of memes with baboons.
I have. I sometimes get on kicks where I start fawning over a certain animal. And lately, it's been baboons.
It's been baboons, yeah.
Fairy Bell says, I miss having kitties. I have a cat-hating Springer Spaniel.
Oh.
Well, at least you have your sweetie Springer Spaniel.
That's true.
Doggies are sweeties too.
Doggies are sweeties. I love doggies.
But yeah, we just happen to have cats, so we talk about them a lot.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're not alone in that.
Maddie's allergic to doggies.
They particularly some, and I have been just eye swollen, puffy, and yeah.
I'm just glad you're not allergic to kitty cats. I don't know if I could bite that, you know?
You know, there was once upon a time where I thought I was, but I think I was just allergic to the dog in the house.
Oh,
and since I had been
had a doggy and a cat.
Since I had known so many other people that were allergic to cats, I assumed that's where the allergies were coming from.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Huh. I remember my cousin Bradley was allergic to Siamese cats, is what he said. They have a different type of dander or something. That could be a lie.
Bray says, I like dogs well enough, but ultimately have decided that I'm a cat person. LOL.
Oh, I am totally a cat person, but I love dogs.
I can't. I love too many things. I
Cats
can't
fit in with my lifestyle.
There you go.
A lot better
That's a
than
better
dogs.
way to say
it. Having a dog for me would feel like having a kid. I'd feel bad if I was neglecting it or not spending all my time with it or traveling for a month or, you know.
I will say that,
I wouldn't be responsible.
I mean, I would
or,
never.
I'm not, yeah.
I can't really put, I mean it to fact, but I think a dog's bond is quick and good and easy and just immediate. They suddenly love you, and you suddenly love them. Cats are a little bit different.
Are you saying that dogs are sellouts, Maddie? Because I've heard this.
Well, that's what
I know. It was on that Robert De Niro.
No, I don't think that's sellout. I think that I can feel that way with a baby too, and they'd feel that way with me.
People are sellouts.
Yeah, but I adore them. But whenever someone says they're a cat person, I always think they're like a werecat.
People?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a cat person. It's like wow.
Yeah.
I'm a dog person. You're a werewolf. That's just a werewolf.
Dog soldiers.
I talk about werewolves a lot too, guys. So.
He does.
I don't know why. It's one of those things I don't let go of. And Fairy Bell says, I'm pretty equal on it. She's the one with the Springer Spaniel.
Ah, yeah.
But I think that dogs are fun, and especially if you have kids, you know, and they're running in a field and dogs just playing as if they're one of them.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a cool.
And dogs will love the kids in the family. Look how Ginkgo.
And they protect the family too.
Yes. Yeah.
I know that there are some people who have been murdered in their house, and the cat just
sits there and watches.
Watches the whole thing unfold. So you're like wondering now. I don't think that would happen because
not our cats.
Sunshine particularly growls sometimes
like
at intruders.
Yeah, and she growls at all intruders.
Yeah. Jajoki Mom says, I love my kitties, don't have time for a dog, but do like them.
That's the thing, kitties can entertain themselves for a long period of time. Dogs really enjoy human interaction and kind of need it more. I think, I don't know.
When you think of, it seems like a dog, if you're alone on an island, a dog would be great to have. They'd be your companion.
Fruit for you.
Yes, a cat would be cool too.
Cats would bring you dead.
But it would just be probably just be fun to have something around.
Yeah, kitty cats like an island.
Angela says we are more cat people. More cat people, eh? Thought so.
Yeah, cat people. I think of that movie.
So this is a good question from Valfera, Jasmine, and you can address this. Do you use synthetic or natural sable hair brushes, Jasmine?
I use synthetic brushes. I'm a vegetarian, and I like to not use animal products if I don't have to, so I like to use Golden Teflon. It is a synthetic fiber. It's very cheap. It's not necessarily great, but they aren't made out of dead squirrels, and that makes me feel better. I think with acrylics, at least, the ones I use, and I just mix it with water, so it's not like I'm using super fancy stuff. So I spend like $2 on a brush.
Baby Button 666 says, we have the cutest little Pomeranian. She's amazing. I love Pomeranians. They're so cute.
Gosh.
I just want to kiss them all
I
day.
love tiny doggies and I love giant doggies.
Oh, Cat People. Jasmine, have I ever shown you the movie Cat People?
Of course. I have it on DVD and I've showed you the sequel also. Are you being sarcastic?
I'm talking about the one from the 80s. Cat People.
I'm talking about... Okay.
You're thinking of the black and white one.
No, it's in color. And then the sequel. Are you thinking of Sleepwalkers?
No.
What?
No, Cat People. It's called Cat People, and it's from the 80s.
So.
It's for yeah.
Is it? And it's not the one that Kachina gave us the
No.
DVDs for.
Nope.
Okay. No, I don't think I've seen it.
Okay. We could watch it sometime.
And it's not Sleepwalkers. Okay.
Glad you laughed about my Star Wars themed soda bottles and checking them through. Katie got the cool Star Wars themed Cokes, Jasmine. Like we got a couple.
I think I've got one.
You got one there?
Yeah, from California.
Oh, okay.
I kept it. Yeah.
You have it there?
I do.
Well, Katie says she's gonna have to check it because they look like little thermal detonator grenade
like
things.
Little bombs. Yeah.
Oh, sweetie, if you
Well,
I'm sorry.
Don't even believe me.
Well, I didn't know you had it right there.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ha! This is what we're talking about. Yeah, they're written on it like in kind of, Star Wars alphabet. And they're round, but they're just Cokes. They sound like I've had this for like a year, 2 years, a while. It's whenever Galaxy's Edge opened in California.
Katie's actually still have the, they have a weird top. Like the screw on.
I have the top for mine somewhere too.
Yeah, I think they just kind of overlay it.
Yeah, you cannot carry those around by their lids.
Yeah, but they do look, they do look a little,
yeah, they look like a hand
weapons.
grenade or something. You don't want to bring them on an airplane, but people sure do.
Abray says, don't get me wrong, I will lose my crap and love on any friendly dog I come across. Still somehow a cat person.
Me too.
If you call that a cat person, I just don't like it when they're pitted against each other.
No, I don't think you have
silly,
to like one or the other or favor one or the other. But no, I would, of the two, I'd say it was definitely a cat person.
Painting says, how do you come up with your ideas to paint?
Oh, golly. It depends a lot on the painting, really. Some of the times I'm painting something, it is, for example, this one's kind of a seasonal piece because it's a holiday. I'm thinking, February's coming up, Valentine's Day. I already made a cute one with kind of grumpy things that would be associated with Valentine's Day or romances that didn't work out properly or whatever. But then there's things like, if it's for Disney and I'm doing a painting, it's like, hey, it's the Epcot Festival of the Arts. I'd like to paint Mickey Mouse and make them have a paintbrush because it's an art festival. That probably sounds very simplistic. I don't mean it to at all. I apologize. Or when it's a character from a story, like the other, again, for Disney, from Princess and the Frog. If it's an illustration, it's easy because there's already a story, so that's already kind of, in this instances, would be other people's ideas that I am painting as an illustrator. But something like trilobites is just kind of inspired by, like Matt was saying, I collect trilobites, and then I love prehistoric animals and prehistoric water animals specifically. So that just kind of me wanting to paint something I enjoy, but adding it into one of my paintings.
Yes, as I talk about werewolves all the time, Jasmine talks about prehistoric underwater sea creatures all the time. Yeah. That's her jam.
If I could live at any time period, it would be the age of marine reptiles.
And I still don't understand why she would say that, because you die in a few minutes.
Some of those could have lived for centuries.
But so you want to be one? You don't want to be a Jasmine in them with a? You want a little lizard brain?
What? No, it just lives in. It wouldn't be me, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I'm not gonna like paddle around in the water and be gobbled up by a shark.
So you want to be a shark?
Mosasaur or plesiosaur.
You want to be a That's what I deal with, guys. Jasmine wants to be a plesiosaur.
It's my favorite word.
So Jasmine, what brand of paint do you use?
Golden Fluid Acrylics.
Yes.
Mostly. They're a fluid. They're already liquidy. I mix them with water, and I use a sponge palette. So I like them to be kind of watery since I do a lot of really thin layers, and I do a lot of finger painting. So I like the ones that are already liquidy. And Golden's got non-toxic on their side. And also they are really pretty dense pigment loaded, so it takes just like tiny little bit of paint to go a long way, at least the way that I kind of treat it.
Valfera says, thank you for your answer. This is referring to the brushes.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer the synthetics, but I watch so many painters that keep saying stables are so much better. I wanted to see what you said.
No, I don't care. I've never noticed the difference between any one brush and any other brush. I'm sorry. I've always thought it was a scam or something. I don't treat my paints the way other people do, though. And again, even if it was better, I probably wouldn't use them because I'm a vegetarian. So, I don't know.
Katie says, I can't make it through security without getting the full pat down. You know, there are some people that are just unlucky. It's like, I usually don't. I mean, I've probably 10 times had my suitcase looked through, but a full pat down, not yet.
I've had a few.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've gotten in, yeah.
Those lucky security guys. Both my American Bulldogs passed 20 days apart in July. Oh, Grinchy had both breathing issues during COVID. They were together since they were 9 years old. The saddest part is we decided that we were not to have no dogs. That's a sad story, Grinchy. I'd give you a hug if I could.
That's
I'm
very
sorry.
sad. I wonder. It's kind of sweet sometimes when animals or people or something like that do pass that close in succession to each other if they really loved each other, you know?
Yeah. Painting says, okay, do you ever have days that you aren't in the mood to paint? I can answer this one. All I have to say is, hey, Jasmine, Ocean Day. And then I just steal her away and we go to the beach.
Yeah. But no, if Matt was not there tempting me with going to the ocean or something like that, no, there's not going to be a day I don't want to paint. No.
Even when you're ill, you wanted to. It just was difficult for you to sit up.
I couldn't sit up after surgery for a long time last year. I still tried to draw and stuff. I just couldn't. Yeah.
I just wanted to pet you and let you sleep.
Yeah.
It's Posh says,
all the damn time
I left the room for a while. Did we choose a winner for the raffle? We did. It's Posh.
Yeah.
And the winner was Kalira Faye's 007. So Kalira Faye won that, but you know what? It's Posh. We have another raffle in a half hour, so please join that one.
Yes, that'll be coming up.
Will Twitch let me watch now? Oh, okay. You're in here, noob. Noob Gaming. I wasn't just calling them a noob.
Jeez, man, way to be judgy.
And I believe you need to hit the follow button, Noob Gaming, to join that raffle.
Yeah, just hit follow. You don't have to subscribe or anything, but you have to follow. So.
Dogs can be incredibly expensive, but I can't picture my life without them. Aw.
Oh. Kitty cats can
they
be
give you back a lot.
Too.
They really do.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about another pet after you lose one. Yeah, it's nothing
true.
Replaces that pet. You might find others, but
I think with us, since we rescue our animals, it's like when I always miss if one passes away, but then I start thinking that it's my responsibility to like make a home for another one. So usually we end up getting another animal fairly quickly if one passes. It seems like
they just come in our backyard.
They just show up. Yeah, all of our pets right now are ones that just showed up in the backyard that were strays or feral. Agrio was feral. Gamera, I think, is just a stray. And I think she was unwanted.
They're basically all like that.
Yeah.
Well, Jasmine, do you want to do the story?
Oh gosh, yeah. Hey, do you want to? I get to pick it again.
What's that?
I get to pick it.
Oh yeah.
Tell me
okay, so basically,
if you haven't joined us before,
if you haven't sat with us before. And I'll try to make the story as clear as possible, but I like when Jasmine comments in.
I do, because this is kind of my fun time, because I don't see the chat room, I don't see the cameras and stuff, so Matt, I just feel like I'm staring at the wall, so Matt will read me a story from the other room, and I will talk to him.
So, to give you guys an example, we had, this book is called Charles Berlitz's World of Strange Phenomena. Basically, this is an older book. It was I think published in the early 90s, Jasmine.
80s, I think. Yeah, 80.
But it has stories.
86. Yeah. It's a book that either one or both of us had as a
we probably both did.
Child, teenager, yeah. Back before the internet, when you had to learn about strange phenomena.
And some of these stories are just ridiculous.
Channel. Some of these stories are
like
impossible, and some
the guy who
interesting.
The guy who got struck by lightning 7 times, and he ultimately
and then he shot himself.
It didn't make any sense. And
yeah,
was it last week with the poltergeist?
That last week? That was good. I like
the poltergeist one was really good.
No, the witch one was last week with the toad, with the plow.
Oh, the plowing toads.
Yeah.
Yes, that Leela mentioned.
Yeah.
So there are some weird stories here, but it describes itself as true, odd, and inexplicable
They're all
facts.
supposed to be true.
Weird and wondrous events that defy common sense and logic. That's the little tagline on the book.
They do defy a lot of common sense.
Yeah, so what I do is I read
critical thinking.
I read the titles, and Jasmine chooses one. I'm gonna start. So here are some the story titles, Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Corn from the Sky.
Corn? Okay.
Kangaroo Monster.
Oh.
The Dover Demon.
Dover, like Dover, England?
I'm not sure. It could be in America.
Or Connecticut. Okay.
Hotel in Another Dimension.
I've been on that ride.
African Alarm Clock.
Okay.
Psychic Detective.
Ooh, psychic pooch.
Death Clicks.
Is it clicks
The
like
Man with the Photographic
like the
Mind.
Noise?
What's that?
Is it click like the noise? Or
I have no.
or
I don't.
like
I'm not sure.
Group?
Oh.
CLICK.
Oh, yeah. It's a click like a sound, like it.
Okay.
Click.
Is it about Death Watch Beatles?
I don't know.
Okay. How about Death Clicks?
Death Clicks.
I
So we are going to read
see
something called.
My guess is that it's about those beetles that go in the walls and click at you. Death Watch beetles.
That sounds kind of cool.
Like, isn't there a Post story about one? Yeah.
All right.
Or wait, kind of like the House of the Clock in its walls. Okay, go ahead.
Death Clicks. Dun dun dun. Oh, somebody wanted Psychic Detective.
I'm
sorry.
We'll get to that one. Don't worry.
I should post these ahead of time.
Make people vote.
Death Clicks,
Okay.
Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
The Samoans believe that when death hovers near, paranormal raps will break out in the victim's home.
Paranormal raps?
Yeah, like rapping at the door, like.
Oh, not like MIA or something. Okay, gotcha.
This strange phenomena has been called the death click or death rattle, and the existence represents more than mere folklore.
What else? The end!
Genevieve B. Miller, for instance, often heard these strange sounds, particularly as a small girl.
And it's not a Death Watch beetle?
I don't know. She first heard the raps during the summer of 1924 in Warrenoko, Massachusetts, when her sister, Stephanie, was bedridden with a mysterious illness. This was back in 1924.
It's probably Spanish flu. No, that'd be too late for that.
While the girl remained in bed, knocking sounds, which sounded like knuckles cracking, echoed through the house. I should crack my knuckles for the...
No.
Okay, I won't.
Nobody likes that.
I love it.
Nobody likes
They
that.
would come in sets of 3,
Okay.
with one drawn-out click followed by 2 short raps. So, like that.
What's that in Morse code?
I don't know.
Help me, I'm trapped in the wall.
Once Mrs. Miller's father became so irritated by the sounds that he ripped out every window screen in the house,
What a sociopath.
blaming them for the ruckus.
What an asshole. Sorry, no. Sorry. You don't have
But his little rampage did nothing to stop the noise. By October 4th, it was clear that Stephanie was dying. When the doctor arrived, he heard the noises too. "What on earth is that?" he said while turning to find the source of the sound. When he turned back to his small patient, she uttered her last words and died. The raps decreased their activity after the death, but never completely stopped. They erupted now and then when the family moved to a new home.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, it's not a kid stuck in the basement like in El Orfanato, is it?
Maybe.
I love that movie.
Then
Sorry.
in 1928,
Scary, though.
Then in 1928, Stephanie's brother broke through the ice while walking over a frozen river and drowned. From that day forward, the death clicks were never heard again.
This is not a very good story.
No, that's just
not
silly.
Very good. That sounds like something.
What do you guys think?
Would just be telling me at a bar, and I'm not interested.
It's always
in.
3, says April.
No, that is not interesting enough to be a lie, I guess. I don't know. If it was a made-up story, it would be a better story.
Amy says, let's see if I
Make her like have magic going on the skull.
Okay,
Sorry.
we live in a country, so we got the poor dumped baby. Oh, okay, I see. I'm trying to find out where I was. Is it a story about a dying hard drive? It should have been. That would have been more interesting. I don't know about this story. Amy Morgan says, I enjoy these stories that you read from this book, so I bought a copy off eBay.
Oh my
but I haven't
gosh.
read it yet.
You are welcome,
I'm getting anxious.
Charles
Anxious.
Berkovitz or whatever.
Cool.
Yes. That is so cool.
Fairy says, I'm crushed. Kidding. About the yes. We can't do the psychic detective story. Glenda says, what are you talking about? Wow, I was just talking to one of my friends about my boyfriend and me, and we heard a mysterious car crash, but no one else did, and there was nothing there on the road.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's
That's
weird.
Genuinely scary. That would freak me
April
out.
says it's always comes in 3s. And Fairy Bell says kind of sad. Yeah, there were some deaths, but it's so much. For some reason, when you hear about a child's death in 1928, it's not that sad compared
because
to
it's longer ago.
Yeah. So sometimes
I think like my grandma being that age, and she.
Glenda says I'm still trying to figure out why my boyfriend and me heard the crash.
That's bizarre.
We heard loud screeching tires and a crash and 2 booms. I don't know, Glenda, but
that is one of the strangest stories I've heard. That's way more interesting than the clicking.
I don't know.
I
mean, if we have enough weird stories, we get a bigger followership. Maybe some of our people in the room would have some weird stories that we could share.
Yeah, I like hearing weird
Fairy
stories.
Bell asked what book, and I'm gonna show it to you.
Bring it over
Fairy.
here, put it on the camera.
And
it's not necessarily that it's an awesome book, but it's interesting
It's
to.
fun.
And again, this is pre-internet. You've got to, if you're younger, you don't remember pre-internet times as much. It was harder to figure out if something was real, if something was an urban legend, creepypasta sort of thing. This is Charles Berlitz. He used to he would write various books about weird stuff, and they'd always be cheap. They'd be like $4 or something.
yeah, it's actually
And are they compiled from?
Show how many stories are in
He
here.
used to write for Fate magazine. I think he did. It doesn't say.
But yeah,
anything,
if you
but-
flip through and just like,
Yeah, these are all. There's some of them are like.
because they're about a page long.
Yeah,
so-
there's like literally hundreds of them. So yeah, Matt likes to read them to me, and I like to hear strange stories. But you have to think about being a child and hearing stories like that and reading it just as you would read actual stories, like in a real newspaper. Back before we had to use our critical thinking on internet news or anything like that.
April says a car crash happened in a parallel universe at the same time you heard it. That'd be weird. Mothman.
Whenever I can't, I
Mothman.
don't know. It's Mothman.
Tigger says, when I was younger, I love this. I was babysitting, and the unplugged vacuum cleaner started up, but it revved like a car.
You know what?
That would scare me too. Jasmine and the
my
cats are
hairdryer.
terrified of the vacuum
Oh,
cleaner.
I'm terrified.
If I
of
start
vacuum
vacuuming
cleaner.
in the house, they all run away,
Yeah, we
including
do. Well,
Jasmine.
me and the cats.
I
I
cleared the
have
room.
no interest in vacuums, man.
So yeah, weird things happen.
Weird things do happen.
There are just times where you're like, what?
One time I turned on a lamp and a bottle of nail polish fell out of it. And
That's
it wasn't anybody's nail polish in the house. It wasn't mine.
That is
certainly.
just cool.
It was cool. And then I was like, well, how was it in the lamp? It was a lamp. It's like, that doesn't make sense. Where did it come from?
Leela's has ordered a book called Infernal Parade by Clive Barker.
Ah, Clive Barker.
Cool. Mothman is cool. Have you seen Hellier? Or is it Hellier? Hellier. Jasmine, do you know of this? I don't.
Sounds good.
Kirby vacuum cleaners, vroom vroom autopilot. Hey Glenda, that reminds me of Mr. Mom. I don't know if Jasmine ever saw that movie, but they have a vacuum cleaner that they call Jaws, and it kind of does that himself.
Oh. Well, what I have I have 3 stations where I paint out, and each one has a hairdryer that I often keep plugged in because I use it when I'm going to be varnishing or whatever. Got it unplugged right now, but sometimes it will fall off of my desk or off of the holder, or the cats will knock it down, and it'll turn the hairdryer on in the middle of the night and scare the heck out of me. Very noisy.
Tigger says, this is back to the babysitting. I was never alone in the house again. The kids always talked about a Mr. Mutter. We assumed they were seeing a ghost. Wait, how'd you get this gig, Tigger? That sounds kind of sweet. I remember, what was the, when the Theo and Ellie, that's our niece and nephew, when they're little, who did I used to threaten them with?
Mrs. Not Havisham. Mrs. something, Hatch, no.
Okay, so not
Hatchway.
So yeah, when Theo and Ellie were being naughty, I used to threaten that I was going to let this made-up woman, I created this woman that didn't exist.
A grumpy
I'll try to think of it.
lady name.
And I gave her a name, and I said she's very strict. Because remember, Theo was terrified of strict adults. He's like,
yes, he was like,
I don't like that. That person's too
adults.
strict. They scare me.
Yeah.
So I remember that. Mrs. Hasselthorne. Yes, I made
something up vaguely Dickensian.
Yes, exactly. I made up this
she sounds scary.
woman, and I even had there was a house that
there
we
was
passed,
a house
and
by
I said
us
that's
that
where
had
Mrs.
a for
Hasselthorne
sale sign in it, and you said they were too little to read, and it said that says her name because she takes bad kids.
Yeah, that's my
and
first
then
sale
remember, we
sign.
knew the people who moved into the house later.
Yeah,
it was
yes.
kind of funny.
I said they were Mr. and Mrs. Hasselthorne.
And later on, we took the kids over there when they were much older. We're like, this is where we used to tell you Mrs. Hasselthorne lived.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So yes, I'm that sort of uncle.
Yes, you are.
But they love me for it.
Yes, they do.
Hell-E-er is how it's pronounced. About a Kentucky UFO incident, but also talks about Mothman and others. 1 and 2 seasons on Prime.
Hell-E-er.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll check that out. Mrs. Nesbitt. So you said a few streams ago something about Dragon Con. Do you go every year? Yep. Serenity, we've went every year that we could.
Every year that it's been there. I've 15 years?
2006 was our first year, maybe?
Yeah, so this would be our 15th year at Dragon Con.
Yep. Yeah. I need to see Mothman Prophecy. Oh, it's a great movie.
That's a good movie.
It's one of my it's one of the movies that I like.
It's the only movie I like Richard Gere. No, I need to see him in more things. Maybe not. It's not on my list.
Yeah, the Richard Gere movie.
Chronicles is good.
Yeah.
I like the Mothman. I love me.
Wait,
some Mothman
was he in was Richard Gere in a movie? There wasn't a bad. There was a movie I think you saw him in, Jasmine, where Edward Norton's in it, and Edward Norton pretends to be simple, but he's really he murders somebody and he thinks it's funny. I'm trying to remember. I think Richard Gere's a lawyer in that.
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
And it had Edward Norton in it.
It's got a name,
and he's kind of laughing at the end.
It has a
Spoiler.
name, and it is a name that is a legal term, a law enforcement term.
Maybe
it's not
so.
Double Jeopardy. It's not.
I bet someone in the room knows.
Final Destination. It's something like that. It's some sort of legal term, like you'd have on a vocab test and take the bar or something. I'm pretty sure.
Crispy says, once I opened the front door at night, and there were 2 lights in the sky pointing at my door. It was dead silent, and they were spaced apart like headlights on a car. I blinked, then they were gone.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't like things like that.
I had one of the weirdest things happen to me, didn't I?
Primal Fear.
Primal Fear.
Thank you, Marbles.
You know that legal term, Primal Fear?
Edward Norton was in The Illusionist and Fight Club. 2 fantastic movies, Glenda. I love both of those.
His stepdad designed my cousin's house.
That's a weird thing to say, Jasmine.
I'm sorry.
Also in American History X. Yes, that's a good film, too.
That is American History X.
It's one of the other films with Fairuza Balk in it.
Yes. I love Fairuza Balk.
She plays Dorothy in Return to Oz.
Oh my gosh.
She plays Nancy in The Craft. And she also is
I think Nancy wants to wish she's not
Nasty
really
Mick
anymore.
Trashy in American History X.
Yes!
I don't know what her name is.
Oh my god, she is so unlikable. Yeah. She plays that so well. I
think her name's
Fairuza
Nasty
Balk.
Mick Trashy in that. I'm not sure.
I don't think that's her name, but I do believe it was Scotch-Irish. No. What was I going to say? Yes, the weird thing that happened to me in the sky, that I saw in the sky, Maddie. Remember Wednesday?
Wednesday?
last Wednesday morning. I texted
Oh,
you.
yes.
And I said, you're at the reunion house. And I said, Maddie, I just saw the space shuttle take off. Because you can see them from our house.
Yeah, this is weird, guys.
Okay.
Start over. So
Okay.
So Jasmine sends me a text. I'm working, and it's very early.
7:30 in the morning. 7:35.
I'm
I have
an early riser.
a photo. Okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know the space shuttle was taking off today. Usually I know, and I try to watch it. Because you can literally watch the space shuttles from Cape Canaveral, from our house. We see them go up in the sky. It looks like a jet on fire that just goes straight up. They're really cool, and they're really obvious what they are. So I was watching it. I was like out the bathroom window above our bathtub, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a space shuttle. And I was like, which one was it? Is it something from SpaceX? I look it up, and I'm like, oh, it was that SpaceX that was supposed to have been 2 weeks prior. They bumped it up because the weather was too cold or whatever. And I was like, that makes sense. That's so cool. That was today. And then I was like, wait, it says it takes off at 8 o'clock, and it was 7:30 something.
Yeah.
And I texted Matt, and then it went off when it was supposed to later on. And I was like, that what was that?
And you took a picture of it.
30 minutes before, and it was the only reason I looked it up. And I took a photograph of
I have
it,
the photo.
And I texted it to Matt.
I was like, well, that's weird.
The real one ever went off. And that is the weirdest thing that has happened to me recently. And I can't think of an explanation for it. Harold, are you out there? Trying to think of friends I have at NASA.
Thank you for doing Patreon and Twitch for all of us. This is the first time I could watch through to the end. Awesome, Fairy Bell.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
It's no fun if it's just me talking to the wall.
But yeah,
I do it anyways. But...
Glenda says she loves Feruza Bulk.
She's great.
Feruza Bulk's great.
She used to have
like her
a
too.
store on eBay way back in the day.
Does she not still?
I don't know if she still does. I don't think it's an eBay store anymore. It used to be a real store too. I think she sold it.
I thought it was on Etsy.
No, it was on eBay. She might have been on Etsy.
And she sells witch stuff, right?
Yeah, like candles and scented oils and stuff. Yeah. I don't know what. I don't think she does anymore. I don't know what she's up to anymore.
So Grinchy says, when my daughter was young and would not go to bed, I put her on the porch and tell her the boogeyman was coming to get all the bad children. Jeez.
Yeah.
She said it scarred her for the rest of her life. It only took one time and she went to bed. Hey, I scarred Ellie.
Oh my God.
I get back to Ellie. Okay.
Christmas.
Jasmine's story is like Premonition. Sandra Bullock. I didn't see that.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to.
Oh, but here's what's creepy, Jasmine.
What?
The person who just said that's name's Rocket Girl.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not saying it was aliens.
But it was aliens.
Oh.
Those dang aliens.
No, I think they were sending up extra space stuff, SpaceX. What are you up to, Mr. Musk? Okay.
Where was it? Oh, yeah. So, I told... It's July 4th.
Yes.
And Jasmine's dad has tons of acreage. I don't know how much land.
It depends how you count it.
Well,
yeah.
It's hilly, so he counts it as more. I don't know. I'm guessing at 12 acres.
No, he's got about 30.
I don't know. I don't know from acres.
Yeah. Well, some of it's woods and stuff. It's hard to tell. It's not like a proper place. I love you guys. Rodan Ranch. Okay.
They're not watching this.
Robin watches this sometimes up on YouTube.
Well, I love them too. Okay, so at any rate, we have 4th of July out there, and we blow up the earth, and and run around like idiots and do our little fun things because we're in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
So at the time, I'm not sure what happened to it. There was a trailer.
A camper.
What's that?
It was a camper.
A camper trailer.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I think it's still there. I think my dad actually fancied it up some.
Okay, and in lieu, instead of getting a tent, because we all stay in.
Usually, when I'm at my dad's house, we usually camp in a tent, like in the backyard.
Right. Instead of getting a tent,
backyard, the woods, fields. Yeah.
Kachina, Ellie, and Theo said, we're going to sleep in this camper because it's a nice little camper. It's quicker than a tent. It's ready.
And the kids were little.
And they were pretty little. Yeah. So it was later and there was a fire. And I said...
Like a bonfire.
A bonfire.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Not a 4th of July accident.
Right, not a 4th of July accident. And I said, hey, do you guys want to hear a scary story? And Ellie is not one. She's it's like Jasmine. She doesn't back down from any sort of dare.
No.
So
Ellie's badass.
So Ellie's like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure it's going to be scary? And she's like, yeah. And I told her the story about blankets. Why we use blankets. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, because if you don't cover your feet, there are foot-eating zombies.
How old was she when
3?
She was 3. Yeah, she was very little. She had the vaguest idea of zombies, what they were probably,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, so I said the foot-eating zombies will eat your foot completely in one chomp. The creepy thing is they're very quiet. You can't hear the foot-eating zombies, and you can't feel when they bite your feet off.
Hey, are they like
So
vampire
you-
bats? Like how they have that
Sure.
painkiller in their blood in their mouth, so when they bite you,
Yes.
you don't notice. Yeah.
And you can't feel it when they bite your feet off. So you wake up without any feet. This scared the crap out of her.
Yes,
It
that
scared her for months.
6 months because
Months.
Christmas Eve, remember, she couldn't go to sleep because you mentioned them at Christmas Eve, and she didn't go to sleep before Christmas morning. And
Yes,
that
and
she
then-
was so tired on Christmas
And then
Day.
I told them a story about the hand.
Oh
disembodied
my
hand.
gosh, that went on for years.
Yeah, so if you ever want to scare children, tell
Ask
them
Matt.
about the foot-eating zombies.
Yeah.
And it's important to note that especially if you have a restless child, if they toss in the night, that their foot may become exposed, revealing it to the foot-eating
Ooh, our
zombie,
socks.
and it becomes ripe for the eating. And that will just she could. I don't know if she slept.
No, she didn't on Christmas.
I'm horrible. Luna says stepped out to see family members off after visiting, and there was a large blue orb overhead, just hovering there. It flew off super fast and was immediately pursued by 2 F-16s.
Holy cow!
We lived
Nice.
less
Do you
than
live by
50
an
miles
Air
from
Force
an Air Force base. It was definitely
Ah.
scary.
When I was very little, not far from one of the Air Force bases in Kansas City, we would see what we thought were UFOs, and later on were very obviously figured out to be stealth bombers. Before they made them public, what they looked like, because they're very strange. They're very kind of look like a pyramid or a triangle that flies around.
Yeah.
And we would see them, and I'm like, my God, what are those things? And it was not until later when they came out, and we're like, hey, this is our new military thing. It's a stealth bomber. So they do.
I got a couple
practice
more
flying
stories
things
in
like
here.
that.
I
Oh, go ahead.
want to read them before the
I love hearing them.
raffle, which is happening very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another strange event. This happened when I was 30. I was in a car with my brother and sister, and we saw car headlights going toward us, and then it disappeared. We saw a ghost car. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It was the creepiest thing that ever happened to me
Holy
when
cow.
when I was experienced sleep paralysis. Oh, that's a different thing.
That's scary.
Oh, yeah, somebody had sleep paralysis. Old
That's
hag
scary.
syndrome. Look that up, guys.
Old
Uh,
hag syndrome.
Glenda says it was as if it went through us, like maybe a car in another dimension also.
Like the train in Ghostbusters?
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds like. Glenda says, my dad used to say big spiders lived in the light bulbs and would come down at us if we don't
Jesus.
eat our veggies and brush our teeth.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Spiders are very preoccupied with children getting nutrition. No.
Jeanette's in bed watching this. Watch out for the foot-eating zombies, Jeanette. All right, we've got
We
a
got
raffle.
prizes.
Jasmine,
What prizes?
can you go over the prizes
Yes,
while
yes. Okay,
I get this
is
ready?
The ones with the. Where did I put the pens? Oh, there they are. Sorry. Okay, where'd painting picks go?
All
okay.
right.
All right. Okay, so this time we, as always, our second prize is the pin of the month. This month is you get 2 pins, so you get 2 pins for the pin of the month, and you get it in the prize. You also get another pin. It is from Epcot exclusive, Pop Gallery's Painting Pixie. And then we have the 2 postcards, also from Epcot. I'll try not to get paint on them. We're good. We have more too. I bought extras.
Let's pick that
We have
winner.
Tiana and Mickey. Both from Disney World here in Florida.
Nigel.
Nigel, our friend in the UK.
Yes.
As if there are Nigels outside of the UK. No. Have you ever known any American Nigels? Oh, I have. I know one.
It's pretty British.
Yeah.
I love the name, though. I'm
Yeah.
actually quite fond
I
of
like
it.
the name Nigel. Yeah, Nigel Planer. He's awesome.
Good job, Nigel.
Good job, Nigel.
Congratulations. Speaking of like sending things to British people, Sonia and I are trying to figure out that VAT stuff, VAT. We have to like get this VAT ID, and I don't know how to do it. And I went to their website and it's all sorts of confusing. So I don't know. I might need your help, Jasmine, because I am so dumb when it comes to that. You're like good at that stuff.
Lucky for you, I am smart about taxes and international finance.
But
for some reason.
I'd love your help because in order to I think they're going to start cracking down. This is a Brexit issue since they've separated themselves.
Yeah,
in that degree.
You guys asked for that
from
man.
the
Don't
EU.
blame us.
That's what's going on.
Our
So
country's had its own problems.
thanks a lot, guys. But it's your business.
Take a note from America. No.
All right, so I'm going to start that new giveaway, guys. Get in there and get a raffle for the prize wheel.
And then, the next prize, you will get the Epcot goodies, the Mickey and the Disney postcards and the Painting Pixie pen. And then you'll win something else because we have a prize wheel that spins round and round, and you might even win an original painting. Who knows?
Indeed.
Don't know which original painting. Not this one, because it's already sold.
I'd assume it'd probably be a tiny treasure sort of size.
A small one. And, although I do have... What painting is that I have upstairs? The only original I have myself.
No!
Bone Chariot!
No!
Somebody's gonna win Bone Chariot tonight.
No!
Matt's like, no, Jasmine, you could sell it for $6,000. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
No! Remember one time when Azrael said that?
Yes.
No!
Or Kitty Ginseng used to say that when it was something she wanted none of.
But yeah, creepy unexplained stories are just a lot of fun.
I like them.
And scaring children is a lot of fun.
The thing with the space shuttle, though, I'm I don't know, a pretty rational person. I'm trying to really figure out what it was. If anybody knows why there would be something appearing to be a shuttle from Cape Canaveral going up at 7:30-ish, maybe 7:25 last Wednesday in the morning, let me know. Because the real space shuttle didn't leave till about 25 minutes after that.
Siren Moonbee says that's her dream painting.
Which one?
Bone Chariot.
Bone Chariot, really? Oh. Well, you know, if they win, maybe I'll get it.
Ah, the last hour. The home stretch.
The home stretch. This is when we cease alcohol sales to the public in case they have to drive home.
This is when you're waiting in line and you grab things from the, I can't even remember what it's called.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's candy bars and stuff.
It's concessions.
Not concessions. It's,
Where?
Not incidentals. It's,
Sundries.
People refer to it as the such and such lane because...
Sundry Express lane? Impulse buy.
Impulse buys.
Yes.
The impulsory.
The impulse buying.
The impulsada. The impulsivo.
Yes. The impious.
I would like to eat some chips and impulsa, please.
Does the word imp come from impious?
I don't know.
I
don't know. Have you decided how many light sources the painting will have?
I have decided to put three light sources in this painting. I am deciding this sort of because I want to have some sort of light in the background to reinforce the idea that this potion bottle I want to paint here, I want it to be obvious that it's clear, like it's transparent. It's made of glass, so you can see that there's fluid inside. It's not like opaque. It's not like a shampoo bottle. So I want to put a light behind it, so the fact of the light shining through it and bouncing off the skull and I kind of put some streaks of light down here, like maybe coming through. Then I want to have a light highlighting from the side a little bit, one of the characters, and a light from the side highlighting the other characters, because I want it to be a little bit of a duality piece, but instead of something like how Black Swan and White Swan are like on opposite sides of the spectrum, these two are both on the same side, but it still has a duality to it. So yeah, I don't know.
You know what the skull reminds me of, Jasmine?
What's that?
In our backyard, Okay, in our
This
backyard.
could be somebody else's creepy story, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Or
there's-
the lawn care
Yes,
guys. Yeah.
in our backyard there was a fire pit.
Yeah.
And it was last year sometime. I think the summer of last year. Maybe it was before that. I don't remember. Jasmine and I decided to get one of those really cool skulls.
It weighs like 14 pounds.
Yes,
Like solid concrete.
And it's a skull you
black
stick.
skull. It's
you
meant
stick
for
in the
going
fire.
It's fire safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just kind of looks cool, like there's a skull.
It looks like there's a real human skull that is just like burning in the middle of all your wood. And shit.
Right. You
So
can get one up on Amazon.
Yeah, they got them on eBay. They've got dragon skull ones, but this is a human one.
Yeah, it looks like
pretty
a human
realistic.
skull, and it's a human
right
size skull.
and it's heavy. It's like a piece of rock. It's like concrete.
Yeah, and so we burn a fire and we just kind of look at the skull and just stare at it like, oh, that's cool, you know.
Like psychopaths, yeah.
So the next, Leela says, cool. It is cool, Leela.
It's
hard to take pictures of though.
It is. I've tried a million times because I thought I'd make a funny Instagram story.
Right.
No.
So, everything except the skull, which is fireproof, and the bowl of the fire pit is burnt to a cinder. It's just ashes. So what I usually do, it was very late, and I was like, I'll just take care of this tomorrow. It was very late, so I didn't put the little cover
We usually
back on the fire pit
Yeah.
that protects it from rain, etc. Those things rust like crazy.
They do.
So usually have to get one like once a year,
Like
once
every
every 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
And the next day, before I'm able to put the cover on, the people who the lawn
maintenance
workers,
company, yeah.
the lawn maintenance people come and they come to our backyard, and I hadn't seen it, but Jasmine told me about it, and they were looking at the remnants of what was in the fire, the skull.
It looks like a skull and a pile, and it looks all ashy, and like part of it is upside down, and like the jaw is a separate piece, and it just got like warped pieces of burnt wood with metal around it. And the guy's like out there, and they're just talking kind of excitedly. He's like kicking it with his foot.
He's kicking it with his foot.
Like how you poke a dead body with a stick. And I was like, they better not call. If the Osceola County
Oh
Sheriff
my God,
has
that
to
would be
come
so
out
funny.
here again because of human remains, yeah.
If they would have called the police, that would be so funny.
Yeah.
So we were half joking, like when the cops were coming by, that they were coming to see our burned up corpse
Our burned
here.
up corpse
So
in our backyard.
but yeah, it was hilarious.
It was
Glenda's
very
laughing.
funny. It's
Yeah.
It wasn't
so
even Halloween. If it was Halloween, you probably wouldn't think twice about it.
I mean,
It's
I
always Halloween.
I could get this. You want me to get it?
Sure.
My hands will be black.
Yeah. Go ahead and bring it.
I have to wash my hands after this,
I was
guys.
gonna say,
We'll take the break after it.
Yeah, I'll
go-
handle it and I'll wash my hands after.
It's cool because the jaw is separate. It comes out.
Yeah, and that makes it look. Well, that's why when it's burned up and fallen upside down, I can see why they thought it would look like a real.
It probably smells.
It smells like burnt fire.
There's ones that you can get the
Vegetarian hot
hollow
dogs.
eyes, I think, where you
Yeah.
can actually see the fire through it.
Mm-hmm.
We just have a solid.
We have the solid one. I think you could also, I don't see why I couldn't do, you could totally stick it like in a fireplace, like inside your house too. That would be kind of cool. Just leave it in a barbecue somewhere.
It will make your hands black, but I can kind of
My
hold it.
hands are already, you ever look at my hands, Maddie?
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. Like dead people hands. Okay.
This is very
Oh,
heavy.
gosh.
Two hands.
I know. Team lift. Yeah. Ew. It looks pretty gross. Yeah.
So, and this
It
is
all
the
looks like
jaw.
ashes and stuff on it, and there's the jaw.
The jaw was.
Ew.
Yeah, and it's got
Yeah,
teeth.
It does. Yeah, it
Little
does.
teeth.
So if you just see that in like a pile of
That's just
ashes
awesome.
and wood, and it smells like vegetarian hot dogs. And,
No, it,
yeah.
does, it smells really good, Jasmine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We are gonna take a break for a minute because I'm.
Okay.
Okay. Shit. I don't.
I have to press it. Oh,
Okay.
what do you say?
I said golly.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a little break. I have to wash up from this.
I should have printed out a picture.
All right, we're.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, nothing. I was just gonna say I should have. I can tell the public too. No, I should have printed out a picture of what arsenic looks like in its natural form when it's like a rock crystal, sort of. Well, I guess it's a heavy. Is it heavy metal? It isn't it? But it's a kind of a wonderful ochre, grayish green, bright orangey yellow that I really like, and I want to incorporate that into the painting at some point. I'm not sure where all I'm going to put different colors, but I'm going to be playing around with it a little bit over this next 40 minutes or whatever we have.
Leela says, well, folks, I'm going to bed now. So you all take care. Take it easy and see you all next week. Night. Stretching.
Is next week Valentine's Day? No,
it's
that would be
3 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now.
And
yes.
Do we want to broadcast then?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Honestly,
I just assume not celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day and celebrate a different day with you.
It's better because it's weird now.
It's COVID too. I don't even know if we can go anywhere.
Let's just do a picnic somewhere or something.
Yeah, a picnic. Yeah, and then it doesn't really matter.
Mary Kay says, I learned such odd facts listening to y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of random knowledge.
I mean, if you'd hear our conversations and just us talking, we get into some really bizarre areas.
Yeah.
But I hope it's entertaining at least.
Yeah, hey.
Odd isn't bad.
No.
What do you see, Sunshine?
Oh, is there
She's
a critter?
looking out there.
I know a strange haunted thing that happened, sort of.
Okay,
we were talking about this the other day. It wasn't really haunted. We know why it happened. But one time, Sunshine had been walking around, kind of humming or trilling a bit. She was like, occasionally,
yes,
and making little cute noises. And then she opened her mouth like this, and a frog jumped out of her mouth. She had been walking around for probably 30 minutes with her mouth closed, with a tiny frog about this big. The frog was fine. It hopped around. I put it outdoors.
Yeah, right here, like in the studio.
It was right here,
wasn't it?
By the window in front of my studio. It's right where she is now. That's why I was thinking about it. But yeah, she opened her mouth, and a tiniest little frog hopped out of her mouth, unharmed. I don't know how it got in there. I don't know. I guess it got in our house, and then Sunshine ate it and carried it around in her mouth pocket. I don't know. But it was a very strange thing.
Oh, Glenda says picnic of home-cooked dinner.
Oh, picnic.
Ooh, a romantic biscotti dinner with a glass of wine, candlelight. That sounds nice.
Yeah. I love
sounds
picnics.
really nice.
I love picnics more than like almost anything.
That takes Kiss the Frog to a whole other level.
It does. I know. And I'm just so glad the frog was okay, because there have been times I found like half a frog.
Sunshine is a cat, noob.
Sunshine is a cat.
Yes, believe it or not. But
that's their name. Okay.
The noob gaming.
Yeah. You're like, that's
I know.
Sunshine's a cat. What are you, new here? No.
So yes, noob. Sunshine is a cat, but we have these. We call them chocolate chip
frogs.
Frogs. They are
the size of a chocolate chip.
They are they're that tiny.
They are that tiny. They're the
and
size
we get
of
them
a
when they start
chip.
hopping around our porch.
They're very dark. They're almost black.
Yes.
They're tiny little dark brown frogs that are
we
the
live
size
in Florida.
of a chocolate chip. And they're tiny, and they live in Florida. And they will stick on our window, so they'll stick on our doors. Sometimes, if it's super windy, a leaf might blow in the door,
yes,
and it might have one of those tiny frogs on it.
I will try to.
We'll find it.
I will try to get some footage sometime of the tiny frogs, because they really like those stairs at the other house.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Darlings.
Those frogs sing so loud at night, though. They're sweeties.
They're so noisy.
Jasmine has a friend that visits her at night when she's painting late.
Oh yeah.
It's a Cuban tree frog, which is big.
Yeah, a big Cuban tree frog. He lives outside. He's not like my pet or anything. He just comes to the same spot every night on my window. Since I have a lot of lights on when I'm painting at nighttime, I think it attracts moths and mosquitoes or whatever outside that the frog wants to eat.
Well, I went outside and I saw him once on the electrical box.
Yeah.
And he's sleeping.
Yeah, he sleeps out there by the
air conditioner. I was
air
like, you're just sleeping there during the day. And I was like, yeah, little guy.
And then he comes out at night and eats the moths.
Jajoki Mom says, oh, those are huge. They're also poisonous for other animals. I didn't think...
Oh, Cuban tree frogs?
Cuban tree frogs?
I don't know.
I don't know
that
Jajoki Mom.
cane toads are. You might be thinking of cane toads, because they're an invasive type of toad, and they are big. They're the ones that people make...
Noob Gaming says they're invasive, though, the Cuban tree frogs.
Yes, they both are, yeah. Yeah, Cuban tree frogs and cane toads.
I didn't think the Cuban tree frogs were.
I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about cane toads a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we were.
That's one of the times I almost passed out.
I know.
I didn't
Speaking
know.
Of baboons.
I didn't. Haha.
You didn't.
I fought it. But
Good for you.
now I understand what it's like to
Faint?
or close to it. I
Yeah.
understand the sensation before it.
Yes, like how sometimes I'll faint if I'm whatever.
It's not. It's weird. It's not
Yeah.
comfortable.
I know. I hate fainting.
I don't like it. I don't like that
I
either.
have a strange response to things sometimes when I faint.
But yeah, that's the whiskey
things.
cobras and the cane toad purse.
The cane toad.
They make me faint. So apparently, if I see amphibians or reptiles in places they shouldn't be, it bothers me. I don't know.
My teacher, Professor Gosnell, was like babysitting somebody's kid,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a cane toad that had been run over perfectly flat, right, and dried out, and he had tied it onto his rearview window in his truck, like, and would just drive it like one would have a hood ornament or a decoration inside their.
Yeah.
And he like went into the bank or something, came back out, and the little kid in the front was chewing on it, like a little kid in a car seat was chewing on the cane toad.
Okay, that's pretty.
gross.
That's not good.
No, but they're poisonous.
Sometimes babies chew on things they shouldn't.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, I should show my toad. My Mr.
Oh
Toad.
yeah. Yes. Jasmine.
He's right there.
Yeah, and we'll show this one because you got this last.
Yes. Yeah. Some of you last time we were talking about Mr. Toad.
One of Jasmine's fans showed me these when she was waiting in line.
Yes.
On her phone.
Yes.
And,
So this is the one I got last Twitch,
Which is super cute.
Yes, Toad, love him. Okay.
and this
Then-
is him when he's having a.
When he's having a mania, they made a special Toad when he has a mania. This is like what my eyes look like when I get a mania about something. But anyways, he's a cute. Thank
Aw,
you.
and you sent
thank
me
you,
a
Bobby,
photo.
for letting me know. Yes, I did.
I'll put them back where you have them.
Thank you.
You like the card there?
Yeah, for now. I might move him somewhere else. I need to rearrange some things in the studio. Mr. Toad. That's, you know what, I would really, now that they let me paint Mickey at Disney, maybe I'll get to paint Mr. Toad.
Oh, Cuban tree frogs are toxic to pets.
Oh my gosh, like, so if a dog
Apparently.
eats them, they're poisonous?
I did not know that.
Well, good thing we don't let those ones inside.
Well,
Sunshine
thank
would
you
not
for
be
letting
able to
us
fit
know,
one of those in her
Jajoki.
mouth. What's that?
Jajoki and Noob let us know that those were poisonous.
Poisonous? Well, I wasn't going to do one. Yeah, no, that's good to
I don't know.
know.
They look pretty yummy.
Maybe you had, especially if you had dogs, like if they got in their water dish or something, that would be bad. But our kitty cats don't go outside anymore.
Oh wait, now here, Jajoki mom now says I'm wrong about the Cuban being poisonous.
Oh.
They can cause skin and eye irritation.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, don't put them in your eye.
Well, I honestly, I don't really, I've
Well,
never
they
grabbed
don't.
one. I just kind of look at them because they're so
yeah,
neat.
I don't ever bother them. I just think it's neat that they come. That one has been coming forever to the same place, like in my window.
So Glinda Art Effects is mom is from Florida, Hollywood, Florida,
Hey.
as opposed to Hollywood, California.
Yeah.
And she says I went to Edisto Island camping in a tent near a swamp.
Oh,
That sounds fun.
that's lovely.
When my daughter was young, she found a frog outside of the bathhouse
Mm-hmm.
and thought she'd be funny and throw the frog into shower.
Oh.
Oh my god, the girl screamed and freaked out. It was funny.
Oh, I would have been happy. I love frogs. I found a house gecko up in the upstairs bathtub. Remember, I sent
Yes.
you a picture of it, Mary? And he bit me. I didn't have my contact lenses in. It's the middle of the night. I could tell Sunshine had something in the bathtub right by my bed. And I'm like, what the hell, Sunshine? What do you got? And I was like, thought it was a frog or something. I picked it up and it was heavy. It was as big as house gecko I've ever seen in my life. And it felt like a strange droopy frog. And I'm like, what is this, a rat or something? I couldn't tell what it was. And it bit me and squeaked because geckos have little voices. The other lizards don't really make noises very much, but house geckos, a lot of types of geckos, tokay geckos, make little noise. It goes like that. So it squeaks like a rubber toy, and it bites my finger. And it bites my finger to the point I'm gonna take him outside. He's fine. And I'm like, oh god, I've got the alarm set. I've got to go undo the alarm. And he's just hanging on my finger the whole time. And it left a mark. It left a bruise. It wasn't like an Enola or American Chameleon when they bite you, but left a horrible little mark on me, like a blood blister. It was hilarious. I loved him.
I think things like that are funny.
I know, and he was so cute. He looked like a plastic toy. Geckos are cartoonishly adorable.
Oh, one time we talked about animals that bite you.
Uh-huh.
We don't have iguanas, no, Glenda.
A
Iguanas are further south.
A little bit south of us here in Florida.
We're too cold.
Have iguanas. Yeah, once it gets to be this cold, they start falling out of the trees. It's very sad.
Yeah, it's iguanas need to go back to the islands.
Yesterday it was chilly. What's that?
Iguanas need to go back to the islands. It's too chilly for them. It can get too chilly for them.
Yeah, once
up here.
every few years it gets too chilly for the iguanas.
But man, they're all over Mexico.
Oh yeah, I love them.
They're super cool.
What were you saying?
The Nara deer.
Oh, the deer, and oh my gosh, yes, in Japan. Has anybody been to the Nara
Nara
temple?
Shrine?
Yeah,
and
Nara Shrine.
What's it specifically? The deer are called, I forget. The Nara Shrine. There are all these deer that are sacred.
Deer. Yeah.
Sacred.
They're magic. They're
right, but
they're
there's
magic deer.
I'm trying to remember what else. I'll look it up real quick because there's another. Let's see if I can find Nara deer. They give them a different name.
I don't know.
The devious deer of Nara, Japan.
Yes. They are. So
the foot of Mount Wakukusa.
That's the name of the mountain.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a shrine.
Yeah, there's.
And it's beautiful, and it's, if I remember right, and we were on a tour, so I think it was not too far from.
It's not far from where the golden
Kyoto.
It's closest to Kyoto. Nara is the temple that's there, but it's close. Right. Kyoto is the city that you had heard of.
Oh, Rain Angel said yes. My wife and I saw them 2 years ago.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So, Rain Angel,
you know what we're talking about.
You remember those stands where you buy usually cookies from
old folks selling cookies.
From old folks?
Yeah, for the deer specifically.
I bought some of those. They call them cookies, but they're kind of like crackers.
Yeah, they're like a biscuit. They're like a digestive biscuit.
Yes, and oh my gosh, the deer are watching the whole time I'm buying these things, waiting for me. And Amber, who also wanted to have fun, feeding the deer. Okay, so the deer will clamor. Is that a good term?
Sure.
They will clamor for these cookies. They
cookies
love them like
they're made to feed
they're
deer.
crack or
That's
something.
Their nutrition stuff. So it's like
they
how you would buy it from a zoo or something, but they're it's a temple.
I ate one.
There's lots of deer.
It was okay.
Up until World War II, they had the death penalty if you were to hurt those deer.
No, I don't hurt them.
Yeah,
no.
You should never hurt those deer.
Wouldn't
First of all,
hurt them.
apparently they're magic and they have the souls of dead people in them, so you don't want to hurt them. But
I'm feeding about 7 deer in front of me, and they're just going nuts. They're biting my fingers and stuff. And one behind me tries to get my attention. It bites my arse.
Yes, it bit him on the butt, and I have a picture of it biting.
It is so.
It's a good. I need to share that. We should put that in our slideshow.
We should put that in our slideshow.
I have a picture of it.
And it bit me right in the butt, and I had a huge deer bruise. But Amber got one bit her on her stomach, and there's
a deer,
and it was a perfect
deer bite mark.
And she's one of those people that has like a washboard,
abs.
like abs.
Yeah.
And the deer must have just got the skin.
Yeah.
But it was so funny.
And it's funny because we were like leaving through customs. It's like, did you encounter any wildlife? And
we're like,
don't tell them that you have a festering deer bite on your stomach, Amber.
Oh, but it was a blood blister. Basically.
It was a blood blister.
Bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
But animals are always attacking her. I don't know why. I remember the goose that attacked her at the zoo.
Oh, yeah,
that was so funny.
Slobberhunters used to attack her occasionally too.
Val Farah says, "I'm amazed at how Jasmine's layers just sneak up and boom, beautiful colors just start showing up."
Aw, thank you. I'm glad it's fun. Hey, is the screen not going? It's usually flashing.
I will fix it.
It's okay. I hopefully didn't miss too much. I haven't been looking up at the camera.
They should bring it back.
Okay. But I should get a picture of that and we should show it on.
Yes. Glenda says, my son got a ball python snake 2 weeks ago. I personally can't have one because I can't feed pets to pets. That's a little rule I have.
Well, there are different ways to have snakes. You can buy those frozen, already dead mouses now.
I can't. I just...
You know what is in the pet food we feed
I
to
know
our cats?
there doesn't have to be any logic or reason to it, and that's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want to. Rain Angel says, yes, my wife's brother put them in his pocket. They attacked his pocket area.
Oh, yes.
That sounds like the same thing that happened to me.
I think that's probably what happened to you. Is you might have put.
I'm happy they didn't attack near the front pocket area.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't
Might
worry,
be a
Fanny
soprano
Pack,
in this
Daddy.
room. Yeah. Glenda says, I took some video and made a TikTok using some metal music, Cradle of Filth band song Temptation. It worked good with my dark art. LOL. Cool. The snake featured in TikTok worked perfectly. Excellent.
That's awesome. I love snakes.
This is fun watching Jasmine create beautiful paintings in front of us. Amazing.
Aww, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I mean, I have fun doing it.
Jajoki says, but your cat food doesn't look like a mouse.
No, it doesn't.
There you go.
Some of them are shaped like little
You can
fish.
okay.
Yeah.
Noob. It says you can get an egg-eating snake.
Yes.
Okay, Noob. Email me at matt at strangeling.com and tell me how that works, or send me links.
Yes.
Because I would be chill with that.
Yes, because you don't mind.
Because I'm a vegetarian.
Because you're a vegetarian and you're not a vegan.
I would be totally chill with that because I want a snake.
But you'd be happy feeding it eggs. God, maybe we could get that's true.
And if you can find any way, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Siren Moonbee said, went away. Siren Moonbee, I feel the same way. Love snakes, but couldn't never feed one. Well, maybe Siren, we can feed him these eggs.
Yeah, egg.
Trina says, how long did it take Jasmine to find her art style?
So far, 41 years.
Snake Discovery on YouTube. They feature them. If you can send me a link, it'd be much easier. I'm busy lately.
Well, maybe
but I'm not busy enough to keep a snake. No,
okay.
honestly, if I could just feed it a diet of, can you feed them chicken eggs?
Probably.
Or I could even.
How big are they? The mouth's big enough to eat a chicken egg.
But you know what?
Uncooked, I'd assume.
I could go to Whole Foods and get the
quail eggs.
The quail eggs. I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna go steal robin's eggs out of a nest or something.
Oh no.
Usually quail.
No.
Okay, I think I might be able to do this. Do you know what colors you want to use before you start painting?
I sometimes do, depending on the painting. This painting, not quite so much. I'm kind of doing this, discovering it as I go, but since part of the theme of it is arsenic, I do want to take cue from the color of the natural mineral, which is kind of the shading color I'm putting on the skull here. It's that sort of yellow ochre khaki almost that's highly saturated. So and I know, for example, that I'm gonna have a black widow spider here, so that's why I put a little bit of red. I'll probably put some sort of red-ish tones on the cut glass in the back on the little hearts to kind of reinforce that Valentine / dark heart sort of theme. And other than that, I don't on this one have any specific ideas about color. I wanted to kind of do that grayish purple mauve color that you would see with Haunted Mansion stuff to kind of offset the green and the ochre. But I might take it in a little different direction. See where it goes.
Radovich said, I would be afraid the snake would get out of the enclosure and eat the cats.
Oh, yeah, depending how big the snake is.
I'm thinking that if it's a...
I mean, we have snakes here that will eat alligators.
Quail eggs, it may not be. But that would definitely be a consideration. These are my babies. The snake would be my little friend, but I don't think I could be as close to it as... I mean, it's not like I'm Voldemort, you know?
No, you're just...
I mean, I am Voldemort, but...
I mean, I want to live in the age of marine reptiles.
And you would actually need a rather large snake to eat a full-grown cat.
You would. You'd need to have one of those...
I'm sure.
Yeah, those...
But yeah, I appreciate you guys caring about our kitties.
No, but don't worry, we're not going to...
Sunshine is little, but she's a...
No. No, if you want to worry about cats, worry about alligators here in Florida.
There's some new people in the room. They need to see Sunshine.
Oh, Sunshine!
I'll pull up my little Sunshine.
Sunshine! My only sun.
That is Sunshine there.
She makes me happy when Sky is great. She was by my studio door.
Come here, baby. Come here. Sunshine. Oh, she knows I'm gonna grab her.
Oh, you little red schoolhouse. What you doing?
Sunshine, come here, sweetie. Come here. Oh, Sunshine.
Oh, I'm get her.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
you little red schoolhouse.
Oh, she's trotting away.
Sunshine, stop your trotting.
I'll get fat yummy nuts.
You're gonna get yummy?
Fat yummy.
Where's me sunshine?
Nope, you get Fat Danny. This is the beast of Revelation.
It is. Her coming was foretold. Okay, come here.
Her coming
Here,
was
baby,
foretold.
don't you get me stockings. These are nice.
Okay.
She's gonna bunny kick me, just like Rio did. Okay, come here.
Eh.
Gamera, for those who don't know, is our large, fierce kitty with the cross eyes. She pretty. Hi, baby.
Yeah, actually, if you follow me on Facebook, a few
You just posted a picture of her pretty eyes.
a few days ago.
Oh, she's being cozy. She's my baby. She's been sweet lately, really, other than biting us on the nose regularly. Was she asleep when you got her? She's still sleepy. Oh, she's purring. I'm sorry to wake you. Put all these bright lights on you and make you go on the TV.
Aw,
You little movie
Gammy.
star. You want to just sit here?
She is adorable.
Mama Wolf used to sit right here when I paint.
Aw, Mama. I miss my
Miss
mama.
Mama Wolf.
Hey, she was a good girl.
Yes! Didn't
Look
bite
at
me
you.
once.
You were good
You
cat.
are better than those reincarnated deer at Nara. She's Gamera, again, we were talking about her earlier. She's very bitey, and she will genuinely injure us sometimes. And she is a very sweet kitty, though, too.
Oh,
and I
she's
don't.
loving on me.
She just means well. She means well. It comes from a good.
Ange says, have you ever watched the 1944 classic movie Arsenical and Lace?
Oh yes.
I thought it was early
Wait,
60s.
wait. What's it?
I could be confusing.
The one with Jimmy Stewart?
I could see when it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to. The play's pretty old.
Hey, Jasmine.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
I remembered early enough. How about we show off those ACEOs?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me, because
Okay.
last week I forgot until after we did the last prize, and everybody's like, peace out, and so yeah, sure.
Okay, let me
Do that.
grab those.
I want to get some. I'm gonna bust out my Phthalo turquoise. It's a color I haven't used a whole lot of, but I've been digging lately. It kind of is a more blue version, basically, of the Phthalo blue green. I bought it just on a whim because it was on the little list of ones I hadn't tried before, but I'm liking it. Oh, scheisse. Just poured a F-ton of it, too. Okay. Oh, there's my ACOs.
Hey, does it count if it's a foreign language?
Pardon? What? What did I say? Oh, German? Oh,
Yeah.
piff. I guess it counts.
Thank you so much, Future Lee.
Oh, is that the magic?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, whoever did something. Thank you very much. Oh, here are the ACEO cards, art cards, editions, and originals. Some of you guys have seen me paint these up here on Twitch before. These are when I do the little tiny canvas giclées. I do one for each painting I do, and I'll show off the ones. I hand embellish them in little acrylic paints. They're numbered 1 out of 1 because I only make one. If you look at some of my previous episodes up here on Twitch, you'll see more about how I make them and watch me actually making some of them. But here are the new ones that are up this week. They're all up for auctions on eBay. We started them at a penny since I only make one. I don't know how else to charge for them. So we've got Clockwork Valentine Masquerade, which turned out, this ACO is so cool. When she shrunk down like this especially, she looks pretty cool. Oh, I've got some spooky ones. Some of these have a little bit of nudity, artistic nudity, within the guidelines of eBay's terms of service. I am scrupulous about that, so don't bother being mean about it. We have a scary skeleton one. This is one of my figure studies I did up on Crowdcast for Patreon when I do mini paintings that I put up on my website. So this is the only prints that we do of the mini paintings are the ACEO cards. So if you miss out on those, you can always find them.
If you got a problem with that, you got a problem with the Louvre.
Yeah, yes. And the Sistine Chapel. But, there's a little pretty mermaid one. She turned out pretty. Oh, and this is actually the ACO card for the pin design of Biohazard. That was one of the first pins I ever made, and I had the original painting, I sold it a while ago, of the actual flat acrylic production work, and I was like, hey, I'll make an ACO card of it. Why not? Make one. Oh, I forgot. We got both of them. Okay. Right. Okay. Got White Swan and Black Swan. I put them up as separate auctions. I debated whether or not I should put them together for when I did Dress of Sinners, Dress of Saints. I made
They're separate?
Yeah, they are separate auction. Well,
You crazy.
a lot of people have bought one or bought the other. I didn't.
I'm
want
gonna
to
get the
make somebody
fallout email
feel
if
like,
they don't. Get
I made them end very close to each other, so like time wise. So if anybody, if there's any one person who wants to really try to get both of them, then they end around the same time. So it should be easy. No matter what time zone, they go up for 7 days too. Anybody can bid at any time. So Matt, do you have a link for that?
I do.
Post? Okay,
let me pull that up.
And it's through eBay. We ship worldwide.
Yeah, I got my stuff together today, man.
You do.
Don't mess with me, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first sober broadcast. Maybe that's
It's your first what?
Sober broadcast.
Is it?
I'm being silly.
Yeah, I was gonna say all I've had is La Croix.
Same here. I've got key lime La Croix.
I have limoncello La Croix, which sounds like it's a liqueur, but it is not. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of the that phthalo turquoise I had and start putting that around the edges too, because I don't want it to be so swampy green necessarily, because I want it to be a cooler outdoor sort of background. I'll probably put some trees and stuff. Then if I have a cooler greenish blue in the background, if I have like the saturated warm ochre tones and maybe some rusty reds in it and maybe a mauve, then that will all kind of, none of it will be arguing too much with the other bright colors. If that makes sense. If your colors argue with each other. I don't know.
People are have you not had key lime La Croix?
Oh, do they only have it in Florida? Because it's
I don't
key
know.
lime state? No.
It's legit. It's not.
It is legit. No.
Yeah,
it's a La Croix brand. It's really good.
They may not sell it in your local.
Yeah, they might just sell them in Florida because we love key lime. Yeah.
Key lime.
It's good too. It tastes like key lime pie. It has an almost creamy taste to it that the regular lime does not. Similarly, the limoncello flavored La Croix is so much better than the lemon. It's ridiculous.
Buying both those.
Yeah, you've been buying the key lime and the limoncello ones over and over again.
Very good.
Yeah, they are good. You know, the key lime kind of tastes like that KE liqueur. Do they still make that? That tastes like key lime pie. Or do they only sell that in Florida too?
Oh, key lime pie what?
That liqueur, it was called like K-E.
Oh man, that's so good.
It is so good. Do they make that in other parts of the world, or
yes,
is it just in Florida?
I got some
the first
from.
time I had it was in Key Largo, so I don't know.
Well, I swear, unless my mind's failing me, I swear I bought it in a liquor store in Kansas City, and it's called Key.
It's called Key. We bought some at Denny's liquor store in Key Largo with my dad and Robin. But you know what? I know what you're talking about. And you are correct, Mandy. We bought some on Metcalf at Metcalf 95th Liquors in Kansas City before Christmas because we got some key lime liqueur that we gave to Robin because we had that with them in the Keys. Do you remember? And we bought it for her for Christmas.
Yes.
Yes.
And the gourd. Good too.
I bought that from Spain. Yeah, Mandragora liqueur, and it comes in like a pumpkin gourd.
So cute.
Those are so cool.
Which one, Glenda? She said, "What liquor is that?" Noob says you could also look into legless lizard, which usually eats wet, grain-free dog food.
I love legless lizards. We saw when we were in Tintagel. I saw a slow worm in England, which is not, of course, a worm at all. It is not even a snake. It is a legless lizard. He looks like a little snake, but he has got a little head of a lizard and no legs. If you look at an x-ray of them, they have tiny, tiny little horrible finger bones that are in there. I'm
looking up key lime liqueur. It's Kiki. That's what it is.
K-E-K-E.
K-E-K-E. And it has the solid line, so it's a
like
long,
a pronunciation guide of a long
Yeah,
key.
let me, if you Google key lime liqueur, you'll find it.
Liqueur.
It's so good. It's ridiculously good. Liqueur, it looks like it's very popular.
Is it a dairy base? It probably
okay,
is.
I'm pulling up. Oh, okay. There's kikicocktails.com. We're grown-ups here. And be careful because you will drink it like it. Oh, it's so good. It's so creamy and amazing.
It's kind of like having Bailey's Irish cream, but instead of tasting like cheesecake, it tastes like a key lime pie.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Fronadel.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, so good.
It's a dessert thing. You wouldn't want to. It would be probably a good thing to have if you made cocktails like sweet martini type dessert martinis and things. like a key lime pie, and you put like graham cracker
You can
crumbs,
taste
like,
the graham
around
crackers in it.
You kind of can.
I can, unless my
That's
my
you
brain
being
is making it up.
that's you imagining it.
Oh, Jasmine, if you
There
go to their
are
website, it's like, are you 21 years or older? Yes or no?
Dang, you
Well,
can't
man,
go to a
how many
website
16-year-olds
without
are
getting carded, huh?
How many 16-year-olds are
Or
right
buying
now?
liqueur. Or...
Oh, and a 16-year-old boy would probably like it. There's bikini bottom girls there
Ooh.
on the website. It looks like they're promoting it as tropical.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and they've got all these cocktails
like
recipes there.
It's what?
All these tropical recipes. Kiki Colada, Kiki Orange Cream Pop.
Man, we don't
Kiki
even
Cooler.
have any liquor. Now you're making me thirsty.
Ow, I'm good. I can get you some if you want.
Nah, I need to paint tonight.
If it's something you care about, it is very caloric.
Yes.
It's very fattening.
If you need to put on some weight, you can buy it. And
Yeah,
drink
just
a whole bunch of
if
it.
that's something you care about, just a word of warning.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as Bailey's Irish Cream. I mean, if you have 1 8-ounce cup of Bailey's, which is a pretty big serving, that is, I think.
Happy birthday, Glenda. You turned 45 on January 21st. Excellent.
Happy birthday, Capricorn.
You can get Nelly and Joe's key lime juice at Publix, and that is delicious mixer instead of just using conventional limes.
I love
Also, you can
key
get
lime
that
juice.
if you want to drink along with your friends that are having alcoholic
Or you
beverages,
have
and you
kids
just
and
want to
wanna
have
do a
something
kid's
that's kind of
version
like what they're
it,
having.
Yeah. I like the key lime juice that is. What brand is that? Wait, that we usually get at Publix, babe. It's not sweetened, just the plain key lime juice.
Simply lime or something like that. Is it the
different lime? I mean, the key lime juice that comes. It's like the yellow orange sort of, or not yellow orange, yellow green sort of bottle. We have some
key lime juice at Publix
in the pantry on the door. I have some.
Nelly and Joe's.
Is that Nelly and Joe's?
We did get Nelly and Joe's. That's what they're saying in the room.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's inside. It's on the door on the inside of the pantry. I think. On the left-hand side? Yeah. It has not, there's one that has not been opened. I also have one in the fridge that has been opened.
So this is what they're talking about in the room.
Yes, yes. This is available at Publix. This stuff is, it's just plain juice. It's been reconstituted from concentrate, but it is local to Florida. It's been around for 50 years. This has 0 calories, so you can mix it.
It's different.
You can also just put it, I put it in iced tea and water and anything.
It's creamy.
Yes, and it has a creamy taste to it. It has nothing in it but key limes. But as you know, if you are from Florida, key limes are the best ones.
I just like citrus anything.
Oh, I do too, man.
I think we talked about this last time too. Didn't we talk about citrus anything?
Maybe.
I
I probably
don't
started talking about
remember.
yuzu
We're talking about grapefruits
then,
and
and
whatnot.
how I hope yuzu becomes more popular outside of Japan because I love.
Oh,
yuzu.
Glenda says we have that here in Texas. Excellent.
Yeah, that's one of our exports in Florida is key lime juice in Spanish moss.
And
Jasmine Becket-Griffith.
entertainment.
And entertainment.
Tourism.
In
That's not really an
chill
export. You can't really
times,
export tourism. You gotta.
you have
to come here for that.
Yeah, that kind of has to be on in person. Otherwise, it's not tourism.
Someone send me a message and remind me of those drinks. Send info. I want to try.
We should get sponsors. No.
I could do I should have a
make
funny commercial
fake
pop up.
sponsor
Should I
commercials with your
should I
fancy
show that? Will
videos.
you show that video one more time for the people that came
The
in
people
late?
yeah, you know what?
Okay.
We got a little bit of time before the
Sure, I'm gonna go
thing.
ahead and show that Epcot video.
Yeah,
again.
this is for folks who have not been to Epcot, aren't able to come, but might want to come someday, or
Okay.
who want to look for themselves who were there last Saturday.
I just need to kill the audio, and I'll turn that on in just
so
a second.
it doesn't hear me talking.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, we are back. Let me
Yes,
just turn the music back on.
Did it work? Yay! But yeah, I'll post that up on Facebook or something so that people can see it. Who aren't able
Well,
to
thank
look
you
at text.
guys. Thank you.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we will definitely try to make a little video like that when we have shows coming up.
I promise. Actually,
shows.
they'll probably be longer, a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
Marty says, I'm in the video, yay!
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah, some of you guys might be there if you were there last Saturday.
I wish I could just get everyone that...
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Well, you can, yeah, I mean, even Epcot, when it is limited how many people can enter, you still see how many people can line up.
there are people that are in the video that want it shareable.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we'll make sure
I
that
will share it.
happens for
I'll
you
put
guys.
it on Facebook, and I'll make sure to, is it, if you click public, and that means other people can share it on their things too.
It's just
Okay.
basically if you
I will.
are showing it to everyone.
I will,
Yeah.
I will. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Why not?
Okay,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
and if you have any problems with it, I'll just resend it to you.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
ask
cool.
you to,
So
but yeah, I saw you emailed me is it like a dot?
About 8 minutes to
Something.
the spinning
golly.
wheel raffle.
Okay, okay, cool. Yay.
Yes.
Woohoo. Of course, I'm painting all night anyways. Ha ha ha. I'll
But
be
again,
sure to post throughout the week as I finish this up. Oh, and
Yes.
hopefully next Sunday is when a lot of people have been asking about this one. I will be working on the last of the Unseelie 7 Deadly Sins. Hopefully next Sunday. For those of you who want to see the Unseelies. I also have some other Unseelie related news that should be interesting too. So
Very cool.
that will be next Sunday. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yes.
And Brandon will be excited.
Oh, yes, yes, finally. And then the 7 Deadly Sins will be complete.
I thought the lady with the pink bow and pink hoodie was dressed cute.
Oh, some people are cute ears.
I think I
some
really
people have
lucked.
cute masks.
The lucked out on the bird. The bird is an ibis.
That's
they
an
kind of have a
yes.
cute little walk. It went right along with the music.
Aw,
I
dancing
filmed
bird.
it because it's one of my favorite birds.
I love
If you ever get a
ibises.
chance and you have a bunch of food in your hand and it says it's okay to feed the birds wherever you're at, ibis are so sweet.
They're so gentle.
When
and
they
you feed
grab
them
they're
behind-
not
It
mean.
feels.
It's really
I always
cute.
think their beak feels like chopsticks, very like blunt chopsticks. If you have food in your hand or anything, they'll just take a, and it's like soft little nice. They're not bitey like a mean old turkey or anything. Well, mean old turkeys, you know how they are.
Somebody's asking a question about how are you guys sharing pics, and I'm saying through Facebook later and maybe social
yeah,
media.
we'll share the video through Facebook later, and again, anybody who wants to send us photos or videos or anything like that that you'd like that are Jasmine
Right, I'm trying to
related.
compile things from you
Yeah.
guys at home.
Yeah,
so
for people
if you
to watch
guys
when they're
like
at
kind of what I did, it would have more audio, but I can compile the videos and
and we can add some to our slideshow down
Right.
here. I always like seeing them too. Like, for example, all that footage Matt took was while I was literally there at Epcot signing for the autographing session. So Matt's, he's not allowed due to social distancing to come back behind the fence with me, but he walks around and just sees the Epcot stuff. So I get to see everybody that I wouldn't in walking
It
around.
was time
and
well
fun
spent
Stuff. It
when I
is,
did it.
yeah. It's a very pleasant way to spend an evening, really.
But yeah, I will. I think when it's something like Dragon Con, particularly where I'm there in a different town, it's probably going to be a lot of footage.
Yeah.
I'll probably document.
Well, we could
the
always
Hyatt,
do like a
et cetera.
special episode too, and be like, especially if I was doing something Dragon Con centric or Dragon Con for the next year, like showing what the previous year was like, etc. To give people, especially for those of you who have not been to the shows, or are interested in traveling, or wanting to try to go to some of the live events and think, no, it looks kind of boring, and then you see what stuff's there and see, oh, you can actually make a whole day or a whole vacation.
But
around
Jasmine, if
something.
someone was local and they
Yeah.
wanted to go to Epcot, when would they see you next?
Oh, the next time you will see me at Epcot will be February 13th. That is... No, it's not. It is January 30th. My goodness. January 30th. Yes, January
And the day after we have a Twitch.
30th. So
Saturday.
that is a week from, 6 days from now. Yeah. So next Saturday I will be at Epcot. This time I will be at the Wonderground Gallery tent, which was the one that was featured there in the video. Yeah,
It's where you were signing.
That's where I was at when I was signing when he saw all you people. So it's the one that's by the lake over by the Morocco Pavilion. I will be there from 5 o'clock until 7 o'clock signing autographs.
And let's see if
Saturday.
we have a forecast.
I know during the week, this week it's supposed to be up to like 86 or something.
On Saturday, it looks like right now sunny and 73.
Sunny and 73.
I will take that.
That is January for me. I will take that any day. That sounds lovely.
Glenda says, I got family in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
and Tigger will see us. Oh, okay, we'll see you again, Tigger.
Yes,
And you're definitely in the video.
It's always good to see you.
Let's see. So if they couldn't see you next week,
If they couldn't
could they see you maybe the
week,
day
you could
before
see
Valentine's Day and
me
make a
the
special Valentine's weekend?
Day before? What's that?
And make a special Valentine's weekend?
Yes, if you want a very special Valentine's weekend, go to Epcot. It's actually pretty romantic as far as Disney parks go.
Actually,
And
of them,
it super is.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt and I have gone there for fun on Valentine's Day on purpose.
Yep.
So I mean, it's nice. But the night before Valentine's Day, I won't be there Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day I'll be at Twitch, possibly. We'll keep you posted, but I'm planning to be on Twitch.
I'm cool with that, Jasmine. We could just do something a different day if you want.
Yeah, you and I can do our picnic stuff.
But we can. That's a percentage-wise 80% chance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would. Unless
Pretty
something
sure.
obvious I'm not thinking about. And again, it is Epcot the day before. But yeah, I think we'll be here on Twitch
Yeah,
on Valentine's Day.
if
So if you guys aren't doing anything on Valentine's Day, you could spend it with me and Matt.
And we'll try to make it we could make it special.
We'll make extra good prizes for everybody who's stuck home on Valentine's Day or already celebrated or doesn't want to or just heck,
We'll make it
whatever.
a special Valentine's episode.
A very special Valentine's episode.
Yes, a very Brady Christmas right here.
Also, we are planning to do a diamond painting special. We're going to keep you guys posted on that because we're wanting to make it kind of an interactive diamond paint along with Jasmine thing. So it's going to be something a little bit more involved, and we will keep you posted on that also. I know Matt's
How much are
excited
Epcot
about
tickets
that.
right now?
What's that?
Glenda's asking how much are Epcot tickets.
I don't know. If you are I just got a letter from Disney in the mail that was promoting the Florida resident deals right now, and some of those are super cheap. Like I think I had $50 for like a 1 days right now.
I don't know. Airfare's super cheap right now.
Airfare is cheap right now. I haven't flown anywhere.
I think it's
during
$120
the
to get in the
pandemic,
park or
but
something crazy.
To do what?
Was it $85, $120?
Normally to go in the parks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it normally is, but they're doing something now for Florida residents where I think you can
these are not Florida residents.
They're not. Yeah, if you're not a Florida resident. Yeah. No, if you go on the website, the official Disney, if you just go to DisneyWorld.com, actually, it will have the different park ticket options, and it will also have the most updated travel restrictions and stuff too.
Someone said, "Can you post
deadlines.
the link to the diamond painting for the paint along?"
We haven't confirmed which one it's going to be, and we want to make sure that that Craftably is going to be able to have the inventory to make sure that they'll have enough for everybody who wants one to do the paint along with. Matt's going to be talking to them later this week, and as soon as we know, we will let you know. And we'll let you know what day. So to make sure everybody has plenty of time in case they want to we'll get one of the small ones so you don't have to like invest a bunch of money in it. We'll do like the cheapest thing possible, or maybe get some free ones that maybe we can give away as prizes.
Okay,
something.
Someone said congrats.
It's for fun, not for money.
Well,
yeah.
we pick the winner.
Okay, so first pick the winner.
Okay, let me do this.
Paint, and then tell me where I'm supposed to point, because
Okay.
Or don't.
And the winner is
Starwind BC.
What is it?
Starwind BC.
Starwind BC.
All right.
Like British Columbia?
Yes. Like yes.
Or not? I don't know.
They won before.
Congratulations, Starwind BC. You have won something. We don't know what it is yet. We do know that you'll be getting the Epcot package, which is my artist Mickey and Tiana postcards from Walt Disney World and painting pics.
Okay, Jasmine,
and something else. Wait.
I'm about to spin it. Okay, give me a second.
What is it?
A sign print of the week.
A sign print of the week.
But you get all that other cool stuff too. Basically, it's the same as the first prize, isn't it?
Well, it's okay. That happens. Well, sometimes somebody will win original. Sometimes they'll win some prints. But I will autograph the prints, of course, and we will send all these to you. And currently, you can only get these at Disney World, so that's pretty snazzy. this one too is a festival exclusive. So
All right.
if you don't like them, you can probably sell them. Over here. Sometime also during the week, I know I addressed this at the beginning. We've got Clockwork Valentine Masquerade was the painting I was working on last week at Twitch, and she's all finished. This is just the printout of her for color correction, but we'll have the prints and canvases up on Strangeling.com sometime this week. The original painting is sold, and all 5 of the 5 masterpiece editions have sold. Really, Maddie? Okay. So all those are gone, but we'll have open editions.
Yes, I'm
paper
sending
prints.
more PayPal money requests for it this evening.
Awesome. So Matt will be, if you had an inquiry on getting Masterpiece Edition of this one, Matt will be sending a PayPal money request. And we will also have these hopefully at the Pop Gallery at Epcot, not immediately because I just finished it. We got to make the prints and spray the canvases and varnish and all that. But we'll have
some
those
effort right there.
sometime at Epcot at the Pop Gallery tent. We will have these probably in time for my next signing there for sure. And then at Pop Gallery at least. And then also at the kiosk at Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Resort at the Pop Gallery kiosk across from the T-Rex restaurant by the bridge. You can find my artwork there as well, and we'll have prints and such of her there too.
All right, guys, this was an awesome broadcast.
Thank you. Yes, had a lot
That's
of fun.
one of our best, I think. I had a lot of fun.
And it had a video.
Yes.
Yes.
And
like a video.
hopefully our silly stories that we read next week will be a little
Yeah,
better.
pick a better
I feel
story
a little.
next time.
I feel a little
Charles.
stolen. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? We could always do a second one.
I don't know if people
You
like
know
them
what?
that much.
I
though.
kind of want to do Psychic Detective next time. So the one who wanted Psychic Detective, I might pick that.
If we do Psychic Detective, I won't read it then. I'll just, it'll be a surprise to both of us
Oh,
during
yes,
the week.
it would be. How would it not be? All right.
Okie dokie.
Okie
Well,
dokie.
all right, we will catch y'all later. You all be good.
Be good.